Hey everybody, welcome to challenge number 34, training number 1 of 3. Just give me a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me and see the screen. Should see the GoToWebinar thing on there. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. And let me know where you're located and what's the weather, as usual. It's cooled off here in Ontario, down to like 17 or something. And gonna get colder for the next little while too, but that's okay. It's sunny and bright. Reading, weather as usual. UK, rain. Wait, rain? You sure? We got UK people in here. Oh, Rock Hill. Getting closer to winter in New Zealand. A bit cool. Oh yeah, opposite. It's crazy. Yeah, I got a buddy in Australia, and he's, whenever he posts on Facebook, I'm like, why are you wearing a jacket? It's the middle of summer. He's like, no, man, it's middle of winter. Crazy. All right. So okay, question for you from New Zealand. When is your wedding season? Is it in the summer more, or is it in the winter? Let me know. Here in North America, it's typically like now, like June, July, August are the times a lot of people get married, which I don't understand. Well, I kind of understand, but I don't understand because for the male side, like they have to wear the suit and the tie and everything, and it's super hot. And I guess the females wear like a dress, and it's kind of cool. So maybe that's why they want it in the summer. But I went to a wedding last summer, or the summer before. I can't remember when it was. No, it was before COVID, and it was one of the hottest days of the year, and they had it outside, and everybody there was literally like dripping sweat. And the whole bridal party on the groom side, they had to go get a change of clothes for the reception because they were all like just a puddle of sweat. Yeah, it is all about the ladies for sure. All right, so I'm going to dive in here because, as usual, I've got a lot to cover. So today, what we're going to do is some research. We're going to create some designs, and I'm going to talk more about batching. That's going to be the theme of this challenge, is batching, because I found that some people that I spoke to, what they're doing is they're going through a challenge, and that which is awesome, but then they're doing like one, and that's it. And then they're like, oh, that didn't work, so I'll just wait for the next one, or I'll go back through some old ones. And I'm like, no. You got to do like 5, 10, 20 of these before you can get it to work. Like, it's not a matter, well, free traffic, you got to wait, a month or 2 or 3 even before you start getting a lot of consistent sales. Paid traffic, you still have to test though, right? So please know that you have to do more than one of these. So what I'm doing in this challenge is I'm going to be batching. I'm going to show you how to do this. And I apologize. I forgot to tell you guys, I actually got COVID last week. Well, actually, May 16th I got it. May 21st, the symptoms started to show, like really bad. And then I ended up giving it to everybody in the house, which was not good. And me, the guy who works at home, is the guy who got COVID because I actually went to emerge on the 16th because I was having a gallbladder issue. I have a gallstone. I got to get my gallbladder removed. And that's where I got it. So now I get over COVID, and there's still some lingering, like a little bit tired, but nothing major. And now it's allergy season. So I'm like, ugh, I just cannot avoid being like stuffed up here. But anyway, I did forget the draw. Thank you. Good call. Before we do anything, let me go in here, do the draw. Good call. I forgot. Thanks for the reminder. All right, so this is it. Everybody who did the implementation week post, you're in the draw. I'm just going to go through. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 8 people. So you have a 1 in 8 chance of winning $50 right now. So let's go random number generator. Really should bookmark this. Here's my good one with the stop button. There it is, between 1 and 8. All right, start roll. What's roll? Oh, that's cool. All right, somebody say stop in the chat and we will stop it. Stop. Give me stop. Oh, there we go. 7. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here, Donner, you won. So Donner 27, send me an email, ppccoach@gmail.com. And I actually think you're a new member too. That's cool. We got a new member winning. Right on. I don't know if they're on here or not. I can't see them in here. Oh, there you are. Right on. Yeah, you just won. Okay, so email me, ppccoach@gmail.com. Just say, hey, I won. Here's my PayPal, and I'll send it to you after the webinar. So congratulations. That's awesome. Good job. And that's basically a month free for you on the forum. So good thing. And all you had to do was this one little thing. You didn't even put a reply, but that's cool because the instructions, you followed them perfectly, which is awesome. So good job. Excellent. All right, let's dive in. So we've got to do a little bit of research here. So I'm going to create my sheet as usual. And there are a few new people here too, which is good. I'm working on something on YouTube right now to bring in even more members. So stay tuned for that. Well, actually, you'll just notice that there's like more members in here. Because what I found is if people don't know about you, then they can't find you, and they don't know what you do, then they're not going to become members. So I'm fixing that right now, big time, like huge, like bigger than I ever have before. Anyway, challenge number 34. This is wedding season, and I know I put groom to bride, but I'm going to go beyond that. So wedding season gifts, and we'll do the usual here. Do the image, quote, URL, status, notes. So you guys have seen this, the guys who have been here before, guys and gals. Bold, white, black, and then view, freeze, 1 row. Now we're good to go. All right, let's go find some. So we need wedding gifts. So we got to think of like who's going to give a wedding gift. Well, a groom is going to give one to the bride, and then the groom is going to give one to his groomsmen, and then the bride is going to give one to the bridesmaids, and then the bride is going to give one to the groom. No, maybe. I don't know. Does the bride give one to the groom? I don't know. There's also other ones where the mother-in-law, and father-in-law might buy a gift for their new daughter-in-law. That's a neat little spin. As well as the mother-in-law and father-in-law might give a little gift to their new son-in-law. Another cool way to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. I put this up in the forums. I'm going to go back here. So one of the major suppliers has, where to put it? They have a store. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, I think I put it in put it in here. Yeah, here it is. So ShineOn, which I really don't like that they do this. They run an internal store. They actually probably run multiple, but they'll only show us a couple of them. And they run, so we're actually competing with ShineOn in this market and in every market, which, like I said, I'm not a fan of. I think the suppliers shouldn't be competing with the sellers, but they are. And GearBubble does this too, and I don't like it at all. If I were running a company, I would not be competing with my sellers. So they are, I mean, I get it because you have all the production and you can do it. The only thing I don't like is that they can see all the data. So if I get a big winning message card, they can see that and they can make their own version right away. Kind of like Amazon will take a high selling product and they'll just make their own version and it just kills off the original. And that I don't like. I get the business to it, but me personally as a seller, I don't like that. And there's basically nothing I can do about it because all these places do it. So I'll just bitch and moan as usual and nothing will be done. But anyway, if they're going to do that, then we are going to benefit from their stores when we find them. So this is one of their stores, Family Gift Mall, that they run ads to. and we can find the ads too on Facebook and TikTok. And if you go to the store up here, you can see, actually I haven't updated this, but they have Mother's Day stuff, daughter, to my daughter, what's this? Probably Father's Day, to my dad, okay, to my daughter, to my wife, to my granddaughter, to my dad, graduation, and then weddings. So weddings is what we're into. So then here, what I really like about Shopify, that's where this is you can sort it by best selling, which is awesome. So you can see right here, to my daughter-in-law, we both love the same man in interlocking hearts. So it's a big long spiel, a lot of text, but what I want you to notice, let me just go back before, go to this page, look at the style of all these. In fact, look at the style of, we go to, well, a little bit different there, but the theme is the same. It's basically text and a solid background, and there's really not much, see, this one I really like, but the majority of their message cards are just, they're pretty basic. They're just text with a solid background. See there, there's more. I mean, they do put some images in some, but when we see this from their internal store, they're doing that for a reason. So like I said, they can see all of the data and they know what's working. So they're going to make their designs the same as what's working. And what's working, apparently right now, is basic designs. So, I mean, we can whip these out very easily, which you'll see in a second, well, in a minute, on places like ShineOn, or place like Canva, I should say. So we got this one. Let's just do our usual. It's going to save it as WEP. Yeah, WEPB. So I don't want that file type. So what I'll just do is take a screenshot of it and go like that. Then I'll put it over here in my sheet, or snag it, and then I'll go File, Save As, D Drive, Challenges. So this is number 34. I'll just save this here. Well, actually, I'll put a folder called Research. And I'll go into this folder, as usual, save. I'll go back here, and I'll insert this. Image and cell, browse. Research there. It goes super tiny, so I'm gonna make that big so we can read it. Now for this particular one, I don't want to spend all this time writing it out. So I think it says we both love the same man. I love a man who, as a little boy, asked me to kiss him, fix his breakfast, and tuck him in bed at night. I cried at his struggles and rejoiced at his triumphs. I spent many sleepless nights wondering if I did everything I could to raise him to be a loyal husband. You are the woman who found my little boy. He was the man you wanted to marry, the man whose life you wanted to share throughout eternity. Is that spelled wrong? Is that an L? Can't even read it. For all the prayers I ever prayed, you are truly the answer. For you love the man who is my son. For that and so much more, I will forever love you. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So let's take the URL here. Now, don't make one exactly the same. Make it unique. Reword it. Make it look a little different. And this is from brand store where they run ads on Facebook. Okay, that's one. Now what I'll get you to do too is go back here and go through like the rest of them and add them to your sheet. But you can see that that's to my daughter-in-law. There's another one to my daughter-in-law. The thing I don't like either is the price. They're pricing these at $39.95. So the cost on this one it starts at $14.40 for the base one. So if I go like this, $14.40, that's for the regular box. That leaves $25.55 to run ads to get a sale. That is not possible to get a sale anymore with Facebook. So what they're doing is kind of a loss leader. They're selling this at a loss, and they're counting on their upsells to make up for the loss, as well as building their email list. So they're actually doing what I've been preaching for a long time, which is use your email list for the long-term consistent profits, and use the ads to build up your email list. Even if you're at a slight loss, it's okay because you'll make up for it over time. Now that's Facebook ads. There are other ads that do actually profit right away still, like TikTok. Pinterest does profit too, but it's super slow. Well, I guess depending on how much you spend. But anyway, like look at this one, $59.95. So I guarantee that they're not running ads to this one. And this is actually a personal one. Handwrite your bridesmaid's name for that personal touch. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. Maybe that's why they charge more. So can we do this? Yep, we can. We can do it. You could do it with ShineOn in your own store, or GearBubble will allow us to do something like that very easily, and they can actually update it. They can type it in themselves. So what's happening here, I think when I go to add to shopping bag, what's a shopping bag? That's weird. Then they try the upgrade there. Say no thanks. Then it should ask me, I didn't even ask. Interesting, maybe this is a test store. So when I make the purchase, it should be asking me what they want in there. I don't think that would be after checkout. Unless they email you, I don't know. That's a complicated way to do it. But anyway, let's go back. So I got that, oh, let's put that in our sheet right here. And then there we go. Now one thing, personalized stuff is great. Sounds awesome. It is pretty cool. One thing I've been finding with my personalized stuff is people don't know how to do it. And so unless you're very, very clear with instructions, it will actually hurt your conversions. So if I just put that up without anything else, then people wouldn't know what to do with it. So on my sales page, I have to clearly state step 1, type the name here, only the name. Step 2, we will print that name on the message card for you. Step 3, be happy. But if you don't put that, then it's not going to work. So from there, but no input for name for them, and I'll put use GearBubble because GearBubble will allow us to do that automatically. So I'm not going to spend all day on this store because there is another one, which I've showed you guys before too. We're doing, oh, if I could type right. There it is. This is our other store. This is the one that they use to advertise on TikTok, and I'll show you here. If we search, oops, that is weird. Dear God, what did, I don't want to see that. How do I mute this? There we go. That's not how I want to start my day. Here. I think I spelled that wrong. Palestini. Here it is. Oh, oh, okay. So it used to be, interesting. This username used to just be Bellesemy. Now it's Bellesemy Official, and they've put a little accent aigu on the E. I'm from Canada, so I speak French. But anyway, looks like their old account got taken down. And I'll just scroll through and see if I can prove this. I'm going to say yes. Well, maybe not. Maybe they just changed the name. Anyway, this is their TikTok account for this store. So all of these ads are from them. And if we look at them, you can see which ones are getting the most traction. And you can, there's one. To My Daughter is just a wicked niche. It's where I made, like, I love that niche. It makes so much money. Let's keep going. There's a To My Son. There's another one. So we can look at their ads. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but so if you see an ad like that from them with 153,000 views, it means it's working, and it means they're running that for a reason, because they're making sales. Look at this one, 3.2 million. So if you notice on TikTok, To My Soulmate, To My Son, there's To My Future Wife, To My Daughter, Grandson, they got everything going here. Here's another one, To My Son. Here's another one, To My Daughter. Unbiological Sister. Wow, that went at 3.2 million. Wow. Okay, so when you see this, look how basic that ad is. And they're doing a voiceover on it. So let's actually see. We can find that. To My Son, I closed my eyes for but a moment. Okay. So let's go to their store. Recipient for him, son. Well, I got 3 pages here. 2. There it is. To My Son, I closed my eyes for but a moment, and suddenly a man stood where a boy used to be. I may not carry you. Okay, so I may not carry you. Yeah, I may not carry you now in my arms, but will always carry you in my heart. You have given me so many reasons to be proud of the man you have become, but the proudest moment for me is telling others that you are my son. Okay, so there's one. So we know this one is working because they have a ton, like, holy cow. 3.2 million views. So they are running ads like crazy to this. And if you think about it on TikTok, I'm going to wager the majority of the demographic on TikTok is female. So it is a mom buying it for her son. So that's awesome. And there's proof that this one's working. So since we know that, and since we kind of use our sleuth skills here, our detective skills to figure this out, we are going to make our own version of it. Let's go like that. Oh, that's To My Son. Now, I'm going to say this. Why would I put this in the wedding one? I'll show you in a second here. There's a good reason for this. Now, you can run this evergreen all year, for sure. But the season we're in, I'll show you what I'll do. So we know that. I'm not going to type the quote out, but let's go here. Status. So we'll go 3.2 million views on TikTok ad. And then, so make a version for a mom to give to a son on his wedding day. There you go. We could also make a version. Make an evergreen one too. There we go. So since we know that, so I closed my eyes for but a moment, and suddenly a man stood where a boy used to be. And now down here where it says, I may not carry you in my arms, but I will always carry you in my heart. You have given me so many reasons to be proud of the man you have become, but the proudest moment for me is telling others you are my son. So you could say, you could keep this part, and you could say, you have given me so many reasons to be proud of the man you have become, but the proudest moment right now is you becoming a husband, the best husband I know you can be, or something like that. I'm so proud of you on your wedding day. Love, Mom. See how you can take that whole thing and you can just spin it to suit the event. That's the point. That we found a winner. We know it works. We're not going to copy them. We're going to put our own spin on it. And our own spin is to tweak that quote to make it more for weddings instead of just in general. And then you could even do that for like kind of sidebar Father's Day. You could say you could have a mom buying it for her son, telling her son how great a dad he is and how proud she is of him, and she remembers holding him in her arms, and now he's a dad. So same kind of idea, like, I'm proud of you, I love you, blah blah blah, and now you're going to be a husband, and I know you'll be the best husband ever. So it's just a way to tweak it. We know it's working, so we don't really have to start from scratch with that, and we can make it work. And then we could even run like TikTok ads to it if we want, because we know where to get this product. It's from ShineOn. We know how to make a message card, which I'll show you in a second, and we can easily cash in on something that's already working with our own version and in a different niche. So this one, the one on your screen is like a generic one that can be sold year round, which is great. But we can certainly make our own little version that we can sell for wedding season too. So that's one of the keys, is that you take what you see and you just apply it to all these different events. Okay, so let's go up here. Speaking of events, they have a wedding one. Now, Soulmate seems to be popular, right? So if we go back to sort by best selling or event, wedding. Sorry, I'm stuffed up again. See this part? Go back here. So a little hack that you can do, get rid of the ampersand side. Oh, they blocked it. Usually on Shopify, you can go in here and you can sort it by best selling, even if they don't have it available. But they've actually turned it off because they're smart. So if we look at this, it's probably sorted by most recent instead. But there's a lot of Soulmate stuff. Then what's on page 2? To my stunning smoking hot wife, I could give you one thing, give you the ability. Okay, that's an old saying. To my soulmate, to my wife, to my soulmate, 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 soulmate. You seen a pattern there? So wife, soulmate, soulmate, wife, soulmate, wife, soulmate, wife, wife, soulmate, wife, soulmate, 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 soulmate. So there are a lot of soulmate ones on here. And the reason there's a lot is because it's working. So we can't really see because they blocked it, but we can go here. Good old Etsy. We can type that in. If we know Soulmate is working, that's a good thing to give on a wedding, for a wedding thing too. So instead of like to my wife, you can just say to my soulmate. may not be able to solve all your problems. Sometimes maybe the reason for a few of them, but I promise you'll never have to face them alone. I love you forever and always. Okay, so let's open this in a new tab. Let's just scroll down, have a peek here. Okay, there's no reviews on this product, so it hasn't sold yet. So it's not the best one there. Let's go back here. To my soulmate, I may not be your first date, your first kiss, or your first love, but I just want to be your last everything. I love you forever and always. Okay, that's cool. And okay, here we go. So using the old Etsy hack, there's 31 reviews on this product right here. And if we assume that 15% left one, divide that number by 0.15. So this has approximately 200, we'll call it 207 sales. So 207, it's converting to Canadian, but times 74.95. So that's about $15,514.65. And we already know that this costs like $14.40. So 207 times $14.40 is $2,980. So I'll make that negative and I'll add in 15514.65. So this little baby on Etsy is pulled in about $12,500 in profit, meaning this is awesome. So we want to do one of these in our own little version, and we can spin this to weddings. Let's go there, file, which will be very easy to do with the wording. And I'll go to my sheet, insert that right here. Image and cell. Open. And then go get the URL. So we need everything before the question mark on Etsy. Status pending. So notes, 207 sales on Etsy, approximately 500 in profit. So make a wedding version. There we go. All right, so we spent about half the training now on that. So now what I'm going to do, actually I saw another one here before I go there. I saw one earlier too. Just give me a second. Was it this one? Yeah, there it is. So another version, and using the same math, so 25 in this case. Divided by 0.15, so 167, we'll call it. So let's go 167 times 79.16, okay, and then 167 times 1440. Make that negative and add it to that. 13219 point. So that's about $10,814.92 in profit. All right, so let's go here, take a screenshot. Okay, somebody's asking me what my screenshot tool is, so let me show you. Save. Save as. Save. Okay, here's my screenshot tool. Oh, it's not my screenshot. I don't even know who that is. Snag it. This is it. So it actually costs $78.80, but I use this thing like multiple times per day. So yeah, well worth it. There's the whole thing on it. If you want to buy it, go for it. This is one I use. Super powerful. It even has a panoramic scrolling thing, so if a page scrolls, you can actually get the whole thing. The reviews are really good. There's always some people that you can't please them no matter what, but I like it. I've been using this for years, and I like it. So there's free ones out there too, so you don't have to buy it, but it's really good. Okay, let's go back here. Copy. Go back here. Just paste that. I'll insert that image. There. And yes, I will share this sheet with you guys too, guys and gals. So. And then notes. So this one had 167 approximately, which was about 10,800 in profit. So if I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then would you realize how special you are to me and that you are the best thing that happened to me. I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you for the rest of mine. I may not be your first date, your first kiss, your first love, but I want to be your last everything. Love you forever and always. So they just basically combined about 3 or 4 very popular quotes into one. So there you go. That's how easy it really is to do. All right. This is the one that I like, to my soulmate. So just bear with me for 1 second while I go take an allergy pill. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. You know it's live because I had to do that. Fortunately, they're right near me. Okay, so let's go here. And actually, I just want to see. If you notice style-wise, what we're seeing too, there's a lot of the same, like a lot of the same things. There's one with some hearts on it, but I think they're all shifted into text. Now, this one too, with the hearts or the flowers in the corners, it's pretty cool. To my wife Elizabeth, our journey through life means everything to me. I'm blessed. Well, let's open this up, make it bigger. I am blessed to have you by my side and could never imagine my world without you. My dearest, being in love with you is the most amazing feeling in the world. Love, Edward. So none of those sold, but that's the thing, like, you'd think this would sell really well, but it didn't. I don't know why, because that shop has a lot of sales. Oh, that brings me to point number 2 here as well. So this one, when you find a big one, might as well go check out their store. There you see, this one has 2,562 sales, 5-star rating. Wait, that's my name. What's happening? Huh, not my store. Anyway, you can see what else they've got for sale. And you see that they have 19 products. They have 2,500 sales. So you can go in here and you can really find some more like this. 22, okay. But that's another one that you could use. You must have one big one. There's gotta be one that's selling like mad. That is a lot of sales for that few products. Well, let's find it. Not that one. Not that one. That might be one. So there's another, okay, there's another idea. 35 sales on this one. We'll add this to our sheet too. Okay, last one, then I'm gonna make it a design or two here. So 35. Okay, 35 divided by 0.15, 233. Okay, so $15, okay. Plus 1552.46. Oops, did that wrong. Crap. Oh, I missed the number. 522.46 minus. There, so about 12,000. All right, not bad. Let's grab this URL. That's gonna bug me because there's got to be one in here with massive. Well, actually, if he has about 19 of them, and they're doing 200 sales each, that'll put you up there, right? Okay. I don't mean to pick on one person either, because I hate it when people go find my stores and start copying everything. But we're actually going to put a wedding spin on this. Because what we can do is say, so I love you for the little girl you once were. I love you for the amazing woman you are today. And for the awesome wife you're going to be. Love, mom and dad. So you could say that. So it could be to my daughter, love, mom and dad, as a little gift on her wedding day. That's possible. So what did we say? 233, which was about 12. Well, I can't remember. 1,200. Make a wedding version. There we go. So we've taken popular ones and we've said, okay, that's cool. Let's spin them. Let's spin them to wedding season. Now let's go to wedding season and make one of these babies. So I like this one, the soulmate one. Is that the one? Which one was it? Or to my son, we could do. Soulmate's easier. Let's do soulmate. Show you how simple this is. So go to good old Canva. And so I paid for the premium version because why not? So I'm going to create a design. It's going to be a custom size, 1,000 by 1,000. There's my basic layout. Put some text on there. Could do that. Now you can play around with this all day long because it is a lot. Oops, soulmater. Or if you don't like that, you can change it. Really anything you want. There's a million of them in here. Okay, we can do that. Move that up. There, to my soulmate. Okay, so this one is League Spartan. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it. So just delete that part for now. And what I'll do is I'll put in my text, which is here. First kiss, your first love, but I just want to be your last everything. I love you forever and always. Okay. I'm gonna move this to another screen. I can read it. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna have to make this a lot smaller. There we go. So I may first date. But I just want to be your last husband. That's kind of dope. Your last everything. There, that's better. So I tweaked it. Let's make that smaller. Make it wider. Center it. There we go. We'll move that down a hair. Just eyeballing this based on where I think everything's going to fall. But we can adjust it. Okay, so I've got that. Very plain. Now what I want to do is actually change all these to white. So I'm holding down Control or Shift. Yeah. Shift key, and then I'm going to hit this and change them to white. Oh, that didn't change. Change that to white. Because I'm then going to go to Elements, and I'm going to go like this. Black. Texture. Background. So there's one. And then all I have to do is right click, set image as background. Look at that. Boom. Like super easy to do. And then if I want to, like remember this one, they have the little ornamental thing on the bottom. Well, if I like that, then I can go to Elements. I can go ornamental dividers, and they got a whole bunch of these. So go to Graphics. There are a bunch. There's a very simple one. Or even this one. Now that is black. So if I want to change it to white, hit that, move that down here. There you go. So look at what I did. This was the original. Over here. A little bigger. And that's what I did. In like, how long did that take me? Nothing. Like nothing at all. And then I've got that nice texture on the back. The printers that these companies are using are commercial printers. So the texture, it'll show up properly. It's not going to look like hot garbage. So if I tried printing this one on my cheap little printer here at home, it might not come out properly. Although it's just texture, right? So now the cool part is I have this. So I'm going to go up here in the top right. I'm going to save this. So I'm going to put the date. June 02/22. That's how I put it. I'll put to my soul mate. I may not be your first kiss. Then I'll put like to wife from husband wedding. Okay, that's how I'm going to save it. Then I click share, click download. I don't need a transparent background. I'm going to download it. And it's right here. So then I'm going to put this in my folder. So I just copy this. Copy. And I'm going to go here. Challenges. And I'm going to go here. Then I'm going to create another folder, new folder. And this, I'm going to name it the same. So I'm going to go June. Oh yeah, you can't put a slash. So to my soul mate, I may not be your first kiss. Go like that, and then I'll just paste it. So now I've got that one ready to go. So this can be uploaded to, well, GearBubble or ShineOn, wherever I want to go with it. And the design is perfectly ready. But what I wanted to show you is this. Let's go here. Go back here. Now, if I go to my home, you can see I've got all my, like I use this a lot for, well, all my stuff, but YouTube thumbnails and stuff. So I'll go here. Here's my little one that I just did. If I click these three dots, I can go make a copy. And then I've got a copy of it. And I click it. So now I've got a copy of this one. So what I can do up here is I can go like this. I can say, where'd my thing go? There it is. So I can go back to my sheet and I can say, all right, I like that. I want to do maybe this one. So instead of the name here, I couldn't tie the knot without you. Okay, so let's go here. I'll stick with to my soulmate. I'll delete this part. Or actually, copy that. Paste, because remember I'm on a copy now. And I'll delete this part. And then I'll go this. Select everything. I'll say I couldn't. Just move that up a hair. Make that a little bigger. I might have to make the font a little smaller, so I'll reduce that a bit. There. And I'll copy this, paste. Select it all. All right, then I'll just go hold down the shift key. I'll go position, center. So that's centered everything. Doesn't look centered though. What the heck? I'll just drag it. All right, so now let's make sure that's centered. Soulmate or future, yeah, I'll say that. Okay, and then maybe down here instead of this, I'll delete that. Go to elements, go to hearts, and I'll go to graphics. Let's see. So that's black. So we'll go here, change it to white. I don't like that. Let's find a different. There. Edit image. Color. Color. That's weird. No, I don't want that one. Find another one. It's supposed to be fast, but oh, that's cool. There we go. All right, so I'll change that to that. That to white. That's better. More minimal. There, and now I've got another one. So I'll change the name. So I'll say June to my soulmate. I couldn't. And then to wife from husband wedding. There we go. So I'll save this one. Download it. Download. Okay, and then I'll go show in folder. It's over here. Copy. Go back to my challenge folder. It's right here. And I'll put this one in. So I'll go here. Actually, I got to make one called designs. I'll just drag this in. I forgot to do that. There. And then I'll make a new folder. Now you can put this like this, or you can number them. Soulmate, I paste. There. So you can see the reason I did that was to walk you guys through how easy it is to make these when you have a template to work off of. It makes it super easy. So if I didn't like the background or something, or maybe I wanted a different one, I could make a copy of this, which I'll do. So I can go home, or I can go file, make a copy. So now I'm working on a copy of that. The original is not going to be affected. You can tell up here. And if I didn't like that background, I could go like this. Red texture background. And then I could go to graphics. And let's say I wanted something like that. And I could go, oops, put it in twice. Right click. That should have worked. Let's try this one. There it is, place background. So now I've got a red one. And you can see how fast and simple that is to do in Canva. All right, so your homework is fill up that research sheet and use the tips that I showed you. So just because we're doing wedding season doesn't mean everything on the research sheet has to be wedding, because we can convert anything we see out there into wedding. So I hope you take that away. Number two is use Canva to create these, because it's super easy and you can pump out tons of these in like a short period of time. So I'm going to take some questions here and then we're going to close it off. I think that my allergy pill actually worked, which is good. Handwrite your bridesmaid's name here is for the customer to write. Yeah, true. You're supposed to hold a real pen in your hand and write the name onto the card, not electronically using your real. Oh, wow, good, nice pickup. Can't find that card again, but back here. No, this one. How did I miss that? No, that's not it. It's this one. Handwrite. You're right. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's a neat workaround. I didn't even think of that. I'm thinking like, whoa, we have to automate everything with the computer. Yeah, I guess, you know what? That's one way. Sure, buy the card and handwrite it. Why not? Which gives me an idea. We could have them handwrite the message too. Ooh. So we could put like, to my soulmate, and then we could put a little thing that says handwrite a nice note to them. That might be interesting. Very cool. Nice pickup. I didn't even notice that. Dumb. All right. Sniping tool is also good. All right. And then one of the phrases on the sheet, not saying which one, is one of my big winners. Don't tell me. But I mean, to be honest, we all like have been trained to research the right way, or one of the ways. And one of the ways is to like combine, you know, this, for example, this one has like 3 or 4 different very popular quotes that sold very well over the years. This one, like I've seen this on a bunch of different necklaces too, not just message cards. So what happens is a lot of these sellers transition, even this one, the first date, first kiss, first love, that's been on necklaces like crazy over the years. So it is good that people are adapting them to new products, but I mean, nothing really is new online. Everything is a copy or a variation of something else. So the one thing though that I just picked up, and thank you, Donna, is this handwrite thing. That might be something to test. I really like that idea. Because yeah, we could handwrite their name, or we could have them handwrite a message. I mean, what better way to personalize something than in their own freaking handwriting? Like, I didn't even think of that, because I'm always thinking like, how do you automate that? How do you use the system? How would I do that on the sales page? And I didn't even consider that. Yeah, you know what? It's super easy to pick up a freaking pen and write something on a card. Like, people do it all the time. That's, yeah, you got my wheels spinning now. That's good. I love it. Awesome. All right. So to recap, we are going to do message cards for the wedding season. You're going to do research. You're going to create your designs, a minimum of 5 of them, for the next training session, where we're going to start uploading and start marketing these. So in the forums, if you come across anything like you see in your travels that you want to share with the rest of the group, post it in the forum. Like, take a screenshot and post it, and we could even brainstorm on how we could come up with how to spin something from some generic evergreen one to the wedding. And if we all combine our brain power, we can come up with some pretty cool quotes that way as well. Being unique and being first to market is a really, really good way to make a lot of money in this business. So yeah, you will get copied eventually, but if you stay ahead of the pack, it's always a good thing. All right, I'm gonna close with that. I can finally breathe, figures, at the end of the session, but thank you for coming on, everybody. We will see you in the next one, and to the winner there, I will get you your money out. Just send me that email and we'll pay you. And thank you for reminding me too, because I totally forgot. All right, we'll see you guys soon, and we'll see you in the forums. Have a great day. Hey everybody, Will here, feeling a lot better today for challenge number, brain fart, 34, training number 2 and 3. Give me 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see the screen okay. Should see an email from ShineOn on the screen. Everybody good? Awesome, awesome. And let me know where you're at and what's the weather today in your part of the globe. So it's about, 17 degrees Celsius. It says mostly cloudy on my computer, but I'm looking out the window. It's actually super sunny out. So the weather is never accurate as usual, but Anyway, Cambridge, same weather as you. Yeah, just down the road. Austin, Texas, it's about 9,000 degrees here. Oh, and Donna, I got your email, and I did send out the prize money to the correct email for you. So I hope you check your email. It should be in there. Right on. Awesome. Uh, Northern California forecast is 101 Fahrenheit. Ooh, ooh, scorcher. Wow, I don't know how you guys do that. Like Texas and California, that is so hot. Like it's just hot. I don't know. I guess you get used to it. But yeah, Florida, Texas, California, man, that's just cooking. I don't know. I'm going to Florida for Christmas this year, so it should be fun. But even in December, to us Canadians, it's super hot, and like we will go and swim in the ocean, and we'll go to the beach, and people in Florida will be like, wear a winter jacket because they think we're crazy. But to us, I mean, that weather's super hot. All right, yeah, air conditioner. I'm gonna dive in. We got a lot to cover. So just to review, last week we went through a lot of research and we created some message cards on Canva. And this week we got some housekeeping to do, and then we're actually going to launch them. So we're going to get ready to create the ads in training number 3, which is coming up next week. So yeah, about 3 days ago, I'm sure most of you got this email from ShineOn. Hope this email finds you well. I was like, oh yes, it does find me well. Thank you, Jim. By the way, I know who Jim is. We've kind of been online acquaintances for like a long time. We worked on another project with another guy who I don't like that guy anymore, but Jim's a good guy. He knows marketing. He's really good at it, and now he's working for ShineOn because they seem to be like a vacuum of vacuuming up every single marketer out there. Anyway, hope this email finds you well. E-commerce is constantly changing environment with the constant evolution of technology. Those that stay on the cutting edge will continue to thrive. Those that do not adapt and adjust will be left behind. Adapt and adjust and move forward. That's my motto for sure. Okay. It has always been our primary driving force to provide you with the very best tools to give you the highest chance of success with our products, and keeping that in mind, we've decided to completely reconstruct our sales platform from the ground up, one that is built on the very latest technology, fully adaptable to whatever changes come about, and one that is flexible enough to meet the demands of the marketplace for years to come. So their current platform is fully based on ShineOn. So yeah, you can use ShineOn by creating a Shopify store and using an app, or you can use ShineOn through Etsy, or you can use ShineOn through the platform, which is where like they'll do the customer service and all that good stuff. So that's the part that they're getting rid of. And what they're saying is they're rebuilding it from the ground up. I imagine they're going like the GearBubble route, which is a fully customized platform, not relying on ShineOn at all. So what they're saying is what this means in the short term is that we've decided to focus our efforts on the Shopify app. Ouch, first of all. But I mean, they're saying our sellers there are achieving quicker and greater results, and we always want to give our sellers the very best advice we can. So basically what they're saying is people using the platform aren't doing as well as people on the app, so we're going to dump the platform. And then they're saying until we can complete the construction of the new platform, we're going to slowly close down the ability to sell through our current platform. Our direct Etsy integration will still be active. We're simply going to be pausing the custom domain program until further notice. Here are the important dates to note. June 6th, no new custom domains will be added. June 24th, no new products will be able to be published on the platform. July 22nd, no new orders will be accepted or fulfilled from the platform. This part I don't get at all, because I mean, if you're getting rid of the platform, I don't like just get rid of it. Why you got to do it over a long period of time? I don't understand that. Like, fulfill the orders that are there and just cut it off. That's weird to me. But anyway, I'm sure they have their reasons. This timeline will provide ample time for all of you currently running on the platform to migrate over to Shopify. So what they're saying is, hey, you have to do Shopify now, or Etsy, or don't bother with us. If you're an international seller, we have multiple payment processors that work with Shopify that allow you to process payments. Please reach out to customer support. for a guide related to your home country. Our intention is to have the new platform experience completed and ready to be ready for launch before Q4 of 2023. Okay, so here's my take. Okay, and then we are continue to be committed to provide you with the greatest opportunity for entrepreneurial success in all of e-commerce. Thank you for your support. Great, look forward to helping you make 2022 the most successful year of your business. Okay, cool. That's fine. Now, if they want to get rid of the platform, that's cool. That's up to them. I mean, nothing we can do about it as sellers. But so you're telling us to go to Shopify, and then you're telling us, but don't worry, we're going to build another platform, and then like a year and a half out, it'll be ready. But so do we go to the new platform, and then you decide down the road you're getting rid of the new platform? Like, I got a lot of questions here, and I don't really have any answers. I don't know that I'm going to be investing a lot of time into a new platform if you just pulled the existing platform away like that. So to me, it might have made more sense to have the new one up and running first before you cut off the old one. Like, I understand why they want to get rid of the old one, because building it on the Shopify, on Shopify's back end, it must have been a monumental task, like very complicated. I don't even know how they did it. And building a custom one does make sense, but now there's a trust issue, because for me as a seller, you're telling me you're taking it away, and then a year and a half from now, that's when you plan to launch the new one. But why would I go to the new one when a year and a half from then, or a year down the road, or 5 years or 2 years, you could just say, hey, yeah, you know what, that's not working either. We're just going to haul that one off the market. So I think if going forward, if you do want to use ShineOn, the solution is you either use Etsy or you use a Shopify store. So that means that you're doing customer service, which is my biggest thing, is I don't want to do it. And now I'm like, I have to. I don't have a choice. So I'm not a fan of this, but I understand why they're doing it. Probably because not very many people are using the platform, because really all of their coaching that they do is based on Shopify. So they don't really have anybody teaching the platform, as far as I know. They just push everybody to either Etsy or to Shopify. And they have all these Shopify gurus who used to do drop shipping, who are now apparently print-on-demand experts with Shopify that are their coaches. So anyway, it is what it is, but that's my thoughts on it. So I think I got to bite the bullet. I got to go back to Shopify if I want to use ShineOn. That's fine. Business is all about change. There's 3 constants in life: death, taxes, and things are going to change. No matter what, no matter how hard you try to fight it, doesn't matter. So is it a big deal? Yeah. But is it a big deal? No. I mean, it's not that big of an issue. My biggest beef is I've spent a lot of time building up a lot of SEO, a lot of social media links and things like that that were going to go to the platform, and now I have to change all that. So I'm kind of like, it feels like I just wasted a lot of my time, and that leaves me with kind of a bad taste in my mouth a little bit. So I'll get over it, but that's my take on it. So did you guys get this email too? Yeah, like, shit happens. That's the whole thing. Shit happens, so we just step and move forward. That's what we're going to do. One thing though is this. Okay, GearBubble is a custom platform. They're not based on Shopify. They've been around forever. They're not going anywhere. So we do have options here. The only thing is the jewelry still, if you're going to compare ShineOn to GearBubble, like on the jewelry side, ShineOn still got them. And I don't understand why. Like, I don't think it would be very difficult for GearBubble to really up the quality of their jewelry, but they just, I don't know if they're cheaping out. I don't know what the thought process is there. I don't, like, the new CEO at GearBubble is Brandon, and I haven't really talked to him, so I don't really know. Like, I had a great relationship with Don, but I really don't have much of a relationship with Brandon. So me, I'm kind of like a free agent here. I go wherever I make the most money. So if it's ShineOn with Shopify store, I'm going to do that. If it's ShineOn with my Etsy shops, I'm going to do that. If it's GearBubble on the platform, I'll do that. You can also do GearBubble with Amazon, GearBubble with Etsy, and GearBubble with Shopify as well. So, I mean, one platform just basically copies the other and just puts out better products. So that's the way that kind of dynamic works. The benefit is us as sellers, we get access to the best of the best because these guys are constantly competing, and they're competing for our attention as sellers. So that's the way it goes, and it moves in big cycles too. Once one platform comes out with something new, people tend to go over there, and then the other platform will go, oh wait, come back over here, we got this now. And then it's like a back and forth, it seems, over the years. So right now, who's winning? I mean, on the platform side, GearBubble now has no competition at all, as far as I'm concerned. I have looked at some other ones as far as print on demand goes, and there are some companies that I'm looking at, but actually I'll show you one because I want to see if you guys have actually used this, because I haven't yet. DIY 99 is what they're called, and these guys are, I found their website before. Oh, Shopify app. Hang on. It's a Shopify app, but check this out. I know we're going down a little rabbit hole here, but here it is. Oh, here it is. 90, sorry, not DIY, 99 DIY. Anyway, what they offer is things like this, name necklaces, and then they got these old, you know, the usual, this is an engraved necklace, this is a round photo silver ring, bracelets, lockets with a picture in it. That's a, I think that's a ring with a name in it. So they have all this custom stuff. This custom name necklace really caught my eye. And then they got, you know, the usual, like a pillow, apron, sock, canvas, panties, t-shirt, and this kind of thing too. 300 plus free customizable mock-up templates. Okay, so that's interesting. That's their little designer. Create stuff like that. But the name stuff is what caught my eye the most, because these name necklaces sell like hotcakes. The only problem is finding a supplier. And I'm pretty sure ShineOn's working on this too, because he's always looking at new stuff. But I contacted them and I said, okay, so you have my attention with the name necklace, but how long is delivery? And they're like, they kind of gave me the runaround. I said, okay, I'm just going to ask you straight up, do you deliver, is this drop ship from China? And he said, yes. And I was like, oh crap. I said, okay, so like 4 to 6 weeks for somebody to get it? And he said, no, it's typically about 7 days. So right there, when a company lies to me, and that's a lie, there's no way a custom product is coming from China in 7 days to the US. There's no possible way. Like, I don't know why you would even say that, but it just puts up a red flag about me. So for me, so I think I'm gonna test them. I'm gonna add this product to one of my Shopify stores. I'm gonna see if it goes. If it does, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do this. But for now, I'm kind of in experimental mode. It's just drop shipping from China doesn't work. Like, it's, you know, I can find this one too. Watch this. AliExpress. AliExpress gives me a million pop-ups. Super annoying. And we'll say name necklace. So something like this would be comparable, I think. Or here's a gold one. 16 bucks. Ooh, that's a neat one. Here's one. Okay, let's say it's this one. So this costs $8.85. I could list something like this on a Shopify store right now. I could sell it. The only problem is it takes forever. Like, it just takes so long for somebody to get this that when I'm doing the customer service on my own Shopify store selling this, people are going to be angry with me, because as week 1 goes by, you're kind of okay. Week 2 hits and all of a sudden you get some emails and people are like, hey, I ordered this, where is it? And then week 3 goes by and they're like, hey, I ordered this, I don't even have a tracking number. Or maybe you have the tracking number by week 3 and then you give it to them and they're like, week 4, still don't have it, this has been a month, where is this? I want a refund. And then you're like, shit, I gotta give them a refund. So for a company like 99 DIY to tell me that they can get this from China in 7 days is BS. So I'm going to test it, and I'm just letting you guys know like future plans here. But there's no way. There's no way that's coming that fast, especially right now. There's no possible way. I've done drop shipping before in the past because I dabble in everything. And the reason I don't teach drop shipping is because unless you have a warehouse in the US where you actually control everything, you can't do it successfully. It's just not possible because people get annoyed, rightly so, when they don't get the product within a reasonable time frame. So anyway, that's kind of a little down the old rabbit hole here. But where was I? Oh, let's exit this. Is it 99 DIY or DIY 99? 99 DIY. Okay, that's it. They're pretty new too, but they caught my attention just because of that one. So yeah, stay tuned, I guess, because I'm going to be running some testing. Because I am, my hand is forced. I've had 3 Shopify stores on pause mode. 2 of them are niche, which was dumb of me. The oldest one is a general store. And so going forward, the route is, I would love to get a Shopify store built up to like X amount per month. And then I'd love to actually sell one for like 7 figures. That's my my goal, is to build one up and then flip it, and just build another one up and then flip it. Like, I think for me personally, I like the challenge of getting something going profitably more so than having something profitably going, which is weird. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just the competitive side of me, but if I get it up and running and it's successful and it's working really well and I scale it to a nice level, I kind of get bored, to be honest. So then I'm like, okay, now I need the next challenge. I think that's why I love teaching you guys, because you guys are at, you're all at different levels, but if I can help somebody get to the high level, that's almost more rewarding to me than the money that I make from it. Because honestly, I don't really make much from the forums, from the group coaching program. I make more from my courses and my boot camps, but that's not why I do it. So anyway, let's get into the training now, because I've spent enough time on that. So we need to actually upload this, and we need an upsell. And I want to make sure that you guys are, it's not going to be the last one that we do with the platform, because we can still use GearBubble. But going forward, our hands are tied. We're going to have to use GearBubble for everything if we go platform route. So I think what I'm going to be implementing more and more into the group coaching is the Shopify aspect as well. So we've done Etsy in the past. We'll do more of that, and then we'll do Shopify as well. I haven't done any Shopify on the group coaching program in like 2.5 years. So it doesn't mean I haven't done it. I've done Shopify, and there are benefits to Shopify, like you own the brand, you own the domain, you have full control. You can flip that store. You can exit a Shopify store. And just last thing I'll do, just to get you guys a little excited here. Exiting a Shopify store. Oh, no, that's not it. Hang on. Let me go here. Shopify stores for sale. Here we go. Grow your business. Back with e-com. Start your free trial. Oh, that's not it. They do have a marketplace where you can actually sell. Exchange. How to buy an existing business. Is this it? Flippa has them too. Yeah, well, that's Amazon. Let's go Shopify. This is where you can like list your store. Whoa, 2.4 million they want. E-commerce, home and garden, drop ship, 10 years, 105,000 per month, asking 2.4 million. Soft pouch, e-commerce, 19 years, 1,200 per month. Oh, that's pretty low. Asking 40,000. So yeah, e-commerce, how to grow weed 420.com. 3,300 per month, 69,000. Anyway, if you aren't familiar with flippa.com, go there and you can start searching through, and you can find a bunch of stores that are for sale. I can't think, maybe I can sort by highest price. 6 million for an e-com store doing 60,000 per month. Trademark women's hair accessory. Oh, okay. 4.5 million for a 3-year-old seasoned e-com drop shipping the highest quality baby products from Europe around the world. Wow. If you're ever looking for ideas on like where to go, not just with drop shipping, but like this one, for example, this is drop shipping the highest quality baby products. So they have a store doing 269,000 per month. It's 3 years old, and they're asking $4.5 million. So that's a 1.4 multiple. So if you see that on Flippa, you can go, wow, maybe I should get into the baby niche for print on demand. Maybe, just maybe. I know everybody's so focused on jewelry, but it's an option. There's another one. Evergreen vertical Shopify and Amazon branded natural follicle enhancer. Oh, whatever. Hair. Still 50,000 a month. That's crazy. Established U.S. Corp. Selling flashlights, I guess. What? 6,800 per month, and they want 2.5 million? Get out of here. What the? That can't be just that. Optics company. Oh, it's not a flashlight. Huh. Anyway, platform is Shopify. There you go. So that's something when you do have your own store, you could be like, you know what? I'm just going to sell it, cash out, right? Take a couple million and go on to my next adventure. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, I think that's actually a really good goal for everybody to have too, because you have options. Like, you can just keep the thing if you're happy with it and you like it and you still enjoy it, just keep it running. If you're doing like 6 figures a month from a store, hey, congrats, you're doing pretty good. But you also have the option of saying, yeah, I'm just going to exit this and go into something else. Because we get bored. Like, it's like the 7-year itch in marriage. It exists. It's real. It's not fake. People get bored because there's routine kicks in, and yeah, anyway. Let's go back. Okay, let's dive into the train now. I'm sorry to take you down that rabbit hole, but sometimes I get ranting. And you can tell I'm feeling better because I can actually breathe. So let's go here and let's do this. So I'm going to grab this one. Everyone made this on the last one. And I hope everybody made up some message cards, because that's what we're going to sell. And GearBubble has these, so there's no problem with this. So I may not be, I'm just checking my spelling. Your first date, your first kiss, your first love. Just want to be your last everything. Love you, cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you as your husband. Okay, so let's go share, download. I think I already did. But we'll just make sure. Grab that. Okay, now I got that in my folder. I'll go here. So go into your GearBubble account and launch traditional. And we're going to go down here, precious jewelry. I don't know why they call it that. Oh, that's the other thing. They're saying now that this sunflower one is the best seller over the cross. Nope, yeah. They're saying it's the best seller, but I think what we can do is kind of run a test and see which one works better. It's this one. Yeah, see, like that. I'm not into jewelry, but I don't like it. I don't like that love dancing one. This is okay. This is neat. Well, that's a bracelet. But I don't know, like, I think they could find better, to be honest. Rising Phoenix. Like, this is the one. Oh, this is the one. If you put this on Amazon, you will get, there's some numpty out there who's claiming they own the trademark or copyright on this. They put a copyright claim with anything that says Rising Phoenix. So if you list this message card on Amazon, you'll get a ding on your Amazon account from this crazy person who says they own it. So don't do that one, basically. And like this crown, I mean, turtle. I just think there's so much better out there. But anyway, I think this is the one. This was their best seller, and then the sunflower one moved in, but I still like this one, so I'm gonna use it. Let's drag this. Make it big. That's the other thing too on GearBubble. If you notice, I have a square image, and it's the actual area here is not. It's kind of rectangular. So you got to drag it out a little bit. That should look pretty good. Now, on pricing, we have options. You can do a loss leader, or you can just go for the instant profit. $61 per sale is huge. That's freaking massive. That means we can spend a lot of money on ads in order to get a sale. So I could spend up to $61 if I price it at $79.95 to get one sale, and I'll break even. So I could do that, or I could say, I really want to build up my email list, so I could price it lower, or I could price it at $79.95 and use a discount code, which will cut down the price. So there are a lot of different routes you could take. I think that these do sell for $79.95. Like, somebody will buy it because it is, I think it's real silver. Pretty sure they get a little card that confirms it. So that is a good thing. You can make money. But doing the loss leader, if I were going to sell this for less, I would leave it the base cost at $79.95, and then I would just create a discount code, and I would apply that code because it just looks better. So then when you go, say you knock like $20 off, you're at $59.95. Then you're making 41 per sale. Back in the day, all we needed was like 31 per sale, so $49.95. I could be profitable at 31 profit per sale with Facebook ads. With TikTok ads, I think I need a little bit more. So even if we knocked like $20 off, it's 41. But I want to price this at $79.95 and then use a discount code. Okay, so we'll do that. We don't need anything else. Next, then the campaign title. To my soul. See, I could move that text down a hair if I wanted, but it's actually not too bad. May not be your. Then I'll say on a brain further. There. So I could say that. In the old standard. To give it to her. There. And we don't need to make that all italic, so we'll highlight it. Move that. Oh, I don't want that bold. Oops. Bold. Oh, get rid of it. Bold. Get off there. Come on. For some reason I can't remove bold. Interesting. Okay, my browser's acting up. All right, I guess I'm stuck with that. Okay. I can put it down here, I guess. Anyway, usually I can remove that bold, so I'll do that later. And here I'll go family, or actually, not holidays. Yeah, I guess it's family. wedding gift for her. Bride gift. And then here, soul habit, put this on 10 p.m. And here, I'll say soulmate bride. Because I'm pretty sure the word soulmate is already gone a long time ago. Button text, leave it by now. Evergreen, yep. Agree, launch. There we go. So we've got that up. Excuse me. Now what I want to do, because it is GearBubble, is I want to make an upsell. And typically what I'll do on an upsell is a coffee mug. So I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to have to adjust this now. So I got to go to Canva. I got to go File, make a copy right here. So now I've got a copy of that. And what I can do is like remove the background, delete it, and then I can select everything. I just hit Control A. And then what I can do is change the font, color. Change this font color. I don't know why that didn't change, but select it all. And all I'll do is kind of move this down. So I'm going to put it on a coffee mug. Just drag that down, drag that up. And then I do have that ornamental piece in here somewhere too. And I could make this justified. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Let's find that ornament. There it is. So I gotta change this to that. Maybe I'll make that font a little bigger. There, that looks better. Spread this out a bit. So all I'm doing is making some adjustments so I can put it onto coffee mug. And for a coffee mug, all I need is the kind of text on a transparent background. So that'll do right there. Then I can go change this to June. Coffee mug. There we go. Now I can share, download, and here's the key. Do a transparent background, and then download that. And then go show in folder, and this is going to pop up on my other screen. I'm going to go back to GearBubble. What I want to do is launch another one. Traditional. Now, we do have a couple options here. It doesn't have to be a coffee mug. You could do a travel mug, could do a wine glass, could do a candle, could do a lot of things. So actually, usually I do a coffee mug, but I'm going to try a candle this time, just for the heck of it. So let's upload the design. So, oh yeah, maybe like for a wedding, this might be neater. Better. All right, so let's price this a little higher because we're going to put a discount on it to bring it down. Next step, I'll go to my soul mate. That may not be your first kiss. Coffee mug. Oh, the habit. And then I'm going to leave that text as is. I'm going to go family. Lately, I've been getting into like SEO more and more and more. So and next week, I'm going to talk to you about something too. Well, actually, let me finish. No, while I have it on my train of thought, just bear with me. I know I'm jumping around here. On TikTok right now, I hope you guys are on it, and I hope every time you see an ad for like a message card, that you heart it, and then what I do is I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll hit order now, go to the store, take a screenshot of the store, and then I'll take that link to the store and I'll add it to an email, and I'll email it to myself so that I have a record of like all of the stores that are selling message cards on TikTok, and I'm creating a database that way. I want you to do the same thing when you're on TikTok. Create a database of all the products and all the stores that you find. That allows you to see what the competition is doing. And I don't know if it's just the TikTok algorithm or what, but every single soulmate thing I see is identical, and it's just on a different store. So they didn't even change a thing. Like, they didn't change one word. They are the exact same design, the exact same wording, and they'll just put it onto a different store. I don't know if it's one person doing like 5 different Shopify stores, but it's like carbon copied. So the reason I'm telling you that is, let's say hypothetically we go, okay, I'm going to do my own version. I'm going to make it look different, change some wording so it is different, and then I'm not going to do the same old ad that they're doing. I'm going to make my ad different. But what if we even took it a step further and said, I'm going to put a different product on there? So everybody else in the jewelry world right now, online, is focused on ShineOn message cards. So they're all looking at that. Like, I would say 90% of people, that's what they're selling right now. They're forgetting about other products like candles and mugs, and one of the best sellers before message cards, necklaces. Nobody's doing it. Well, except me and you. So we don't have to just do what everybody else is doing, because then we just get diluted and we get lost in the mix. If somebody sees like 5 of these message cards and they all look the same, and they all say the same thing about a soulmate, and then all of a sudden they see yours and it's like a candle, they might go, oh shit, something new. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I like that. Oh, she'd like that. Oh, I'll get that. Instead of like, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Because banner blindness is the term used when the same product is shown over and over and over and over and over. And eventually the audience becomes indifferent to it. They don't even notice it anymore until a new product is shown to them. So keep that in mind, because I think that's kind of where I'm seeing, and I don't know if it's just an algorithm thing or what, but I'm seeing the exact same stuff, the exact same video, the exact same style of everything, and people are just rinsing and repeating it, but they're not putting any of their own unique spin on it, which means the effectiveness of the ads is reduced dramatically. So yeah, you can get in there and you can just do what everybody else is doing, make a little bit of money, or you can be unique and first to market and make a ton. So you either lead or you follow. And if you follow, you're not going to make as much. So just, that's my little rant there on the side. Rant day today. I could do soulmate candle. I don't think that's taken. Soulmate's taken. Candle. Ooh, got it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Launch. Okay, that's ready. Now, we're not done. Not done yet, because we need a discount code, and then we need to add this as an upsell. So let's add it as an upsell first. So go to my account. There we go. So I'm going to sell this, and I'm going to offer this automatically as an upsell. And I think that 1-2 punch, I think that's going to work really well. So first things first, I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to upsell. Would you like to add an upsell? Yes. That one. And then I'm going to give a discount. So if I give $10 off, percentage always sounds better. Well, what is 10% of $29.95? Where's my calculator? There it is. $29.95 times 0.1. That's not much, but 20% off. Well, let's go 10. Oh yeah, 33. Okay, cool. So I can go like 30% off. That sounds way better than $10. It's not quite 10, but 30% off is huge. and that still puts me over $19.95. So that's a good thing. So I'll go 30% off because I bumped the price by 10 bucks. So that's added successfully. And then you're going to want to do your lead gen. You definitely want to connect this to an email provider like MailChimp, I would use. So go back through the other challenges to connect this. Super easy. So we want to make sure that all the buyers get onto our email list. Then go back to my account. And what we need here is discounts. And so we've got these four, actually, no, those are running. Oh, that one expired. So I can delete that. This one I think is still going. So if I want to take $20 off, so 20 divided by 79.95, 25%. Okay, that's a nice, good, healthy discount. So let's create a code. I'll just hit the random number, and then the discount will be a percent. I'll say 25% off. Expired never, that's fine. Now, unless you're running like a sale to your list, then you don't need to put an expiry. But you could make it expire like a year from now too, or 6 months or something. Just make a note if you do make it expire, then all your marketing has to coincide with that too. So be careful with that. Add a discount. Okay, there we go. And now I'm just going to copy this. There's a couple ways to do this, but let me go back here. My account, and in the settings, I thought there was a way to do this with not short URL, is it? No. I usually do it the manual way, so we'll just do it the manual way. Open a new tab. So there's my $79.95, and the upsell is nice too. And I have one of these boxes sitting on my desk right now, and there is a light in it that shines right in there. Looks like that, looks like that. Nice, nice. There's the card. 925 silver, good. Sizing, good. Box again, good. The box is weird though, because the top, let me just pick it up here. The top is like over, I would say 2/3 is the top and 1/3 is the bottom. So it kind of looks weird to me. Now I actually do have, I'm looking at the crown one. I've got that, and I've got, what else have I got on my desk? I got a crown sample. Oh, there's a heart there. I can't really show you this, but I do have the cross in my hand, and it is, there's a weight to it. Like it doesn't feel like a cheap piece of plastic. Like it is legit that way. I got that one. And then I got, oh, I got 2 crosses. Why do I have 2 crosses? I have 4 gift boxes here. And then I've got some weird looking one. Looks like a elephant tusk with a little spinny thing in the middle. So I do have 3 necklaces. I've got the upsell box. So the reason I did that is so that I can actually shoot my own videos, which I'm going to need to, and that's what we're going to do. Well, I'll show you how next week, because I'm going to have to prepare a little bit in advance. But anyway, this page looks good. Like, I like it. GearBubble pages always convert the best because they don't put a bunch of junk in the bottom, and they don't put like distractions like phone numbers and everything. And the less is more when it comes to this, really. So after somebody buys it, then they'll be presented with the upsell, which is nice. But the point I was at is this, where I want to put the discount code on it. So just take your URL, put a question mark, type in DID, discount ID equals, and then put your ID there. And now this page looks pretty cool. So congratulations, you'll be receiving 25% off your order, discount reflected at checkout. That's awesome. So that looks better than just pricing it straight up at like $59.95, because they get that X on the right They get the nice green discount, and it just looks better. The gift wrap is also an awesome upsell. Very cool. And a lot of people will take it. So now when I'm running this on, say, TikTok, I'll use this URL to point it to my page. And in my text on TikTok, I'm going to say limited time offer, 25% off. That little just to like get them to click it, get them over to your page so they buy it. That's a nice little bump for you. And you're still making, at that $59.95, you're making 41 per sale. Then somebody does the upsell, you get a chunk of that. Then somebody does a luxury box, then you get a chunk of that. So it's all good. There's 2 upsells right on this page. Then if somebody buys the candle, even at, what was it? Well, $29.95 was that. We said $19.95. So you're getting an $8 bump there too. So you've got basically 3 upsells working for you with GearBubble, like automatically. The gift wrap is a small one. This one is a good one. The box, the upgraded box, and then finally the candle. So you've got 3 upsells in that process. Plus, you want to make sure you're getting them onto an email list, because then you can be sending out more products to them. And we know that, you know, this person is a male probably, right? Because they're buying it for their wife. Although I don't know if when a female marries a female, if one is a husband and one is a wife, or if they're both the wife. I don't know how that works. I don't care. None of my business. But yeah, I'm assuming it's a male buying it. So we could send out a lot of stuff to our list. But our list is basically all of the gifts for every possible combo, like to my daughter, to my wife, to my husband, to my son, to my grandson, to my granddaughter. Like, we're just going to send out so many products and put stuff in front of them all the time that they're going to make money from there too. So the ads are what will get them into our universe. This will get them to buy. The gift wrap will get them to upsell. The box will get them, you know, to upgrade. And then the candle will get them to buy more products too. And then we get more sales down the road. So, I mean, technically, even if we broke even on the front end on this, we're still doing good because we got a new customer that we can sell again and again and again to. So that's the cool part. That was the other thing too, with ShineOn and the platform. We couldn't get the email. So in a way, them taking it away for like a planned 1.5 year hiatus, not that big a deal because we couldn't get the email anyway. So a neat little thing I did too is I bought this, I don't know if it's gonna, oh, Commerce Inspector, that was it. Watch this. Let's go to their store. And then I found this little plugin. This one. Here it is. Commerce Inspector. It's a free extension. But what you can see is their, well, top post. I don't know what that means. Perfect gift for kids. Hang on. Oh, you can top post. I don't know what that's for, but automated income flow. Oh, it's supposed to show the page. Oh, the app, the site. Here we go. Yeah, sorry. That was trends. That's why. Yeah, if you want to drop ship something, there you go. Get this. That is actually pretty freaking cool. A bubble bazooka. Wow. 16K comments, 32K shares, posted May 9th. Yeah, that's selling like crazy. Wow. Anyway, this Commerce Inspector plugin is free. If you go to Google Chrome extensions, you can find it. So that's trends last 7 days. It'll show you like what's working. Sometimes you'll see some necklaces pop up in here, which is pretty cool. Or some related to this, like message cards. But if you go to site, then you can see first product, September 7th, 2021. Newest product, May 19th, 2022. It gives you the theme they're using on the store. So that's super cool. So I can click that And I know it's the Dawn theme, which is like what automatically comes with this store anyway. So if I want to make a store in the same theme, I can, because I know what it is. Visits per month, 20,000. You can see, look at this, fourth quarter, whoop, big time, and then drops off, and then picks up, and then drops off again. Best-selling products, they don't have enough data. Traffic sources, this is the interesting part I found for the ShineOn store. 14% of the traffic comes from social, so that's like Facebook and probably TikTok ads that they're running. But look at this, direct. What direct means is like email. So the bulk of their traffic comes from email, and those emails come from the platform of sellers. So when you sell something on a platform, they have that email now, and they can use it. And what they did is they sent them to their store to buy it. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, there's a mail tab here too, but I don't know if that's like snail mail. But to me, that just means this store exists based on the platform emails more than anything. And they say they run some experiments too on it as well, but not much according to this. Anyway, product-wise, you can see this too. You can see all the products, the newest products, product launches, product type, of course, jewelry, ads. Like this Commerce Inspector plugin is just wicked. The ads are mainly Facebook. I wish Commerce Inspector had a TikTok one, but they don't. But you can see what they're running ads to with this plugin. So one of their best ones is this. Of course, To My Daughter Love Dad. It's the best. I think it's the best niche out there. It's where I made the most money by far. So you can spy on their store that way. And they're also running ads for this one. The big gold with like stuff in it. Then there we go again. To my soulmate. I may not be your first date, your first kiss, your first love. Just want to be your last everything. I'll always love you. That's fine. Cool. There's a video one. I don't know if you can hear that, but this is pretty much every TikTok video for a message card right now. Somebody opens it and reads it. Ooh, trying to pause it. There. There's another one. To my son. To my daughter. To my daughter with the lion thing. Daughter. And there's probably more on there too, but you can see when it's launched as well. So June 2nd, they launched this one. 215 ads use this creative and text. Holy crap. It's a lot of ads. And then apps. This is the other thing. Since we're going to be getting into Shopify, why not look at a store and say, okay, well, geez, I wonder what apps they're using. Okay, Klaviyo, Looks, TikTok, Shopify. So if we wanted to recreate this store and do all the stuff they're doing, there we go. This for email marketing on Shopify is super powerful. And I'm going through this right now on the store that I set up. It's expensive, but it's super cool because they can do a lot of different things and it knows what the person bought. So that's one of the pushbacks that people say is, okay, well, if it's a dude buying it for his wife, I don't want to send him something that says to my husband because he's never going to buy it. And yeah, you're right. I mean, he probably won't, but his wife might, or a female on the list might. But with that email marketing software, you can see what they bought, and then you can create whole like automation sequences based on what they bought and who and their demographic. So that's one of the reasons that it costs a little bit more to use versus like MailChimp or something like that. But I figure if you're going to do it right. And if you're going to do email marketing, do it right. And so, yes, you can do it right with MailChimp, but if you want to be like a little bit more advanced, pay a little bit more, you can use that as well. And that is one of the top ones out there. So I love this too, Commerce Inspector. Just find a Shopify store and go through all these tabs. And you'll be like, holy crap, I didn't even think of that. Or you'll get an idea and you'll go, yeah, I should put looks reviews on my site. Or they're advertising TikTok because they got the TikTok TikTok app on their site. Oh, I've never actually clicked this before. This is interesting. Track for $1? What do you mean? Track for $1? Oh, I got more fun to do. Look at these. These are all TikTok ads for all these companies. Site using app. No shit. Oh, this is gonna be fun. ColourPop, Cup-She. So the biggest one using it is Fashion Nova. I don't even know what that is, but wow, 25 million? Damn. Damn. So if you need inspiration or you need motivation, go ahead and get this Commerce Inspector. And you can literally spend like a day just going through all these stores and finding like what they're doing. And then you can see their ads here on TikTok too. So if you want to see what the big boys are doing, go do that. I'm just trying to find anyone that I recognize from my list in my Shopify little manual spy ways here. Because then we can see their actual, let me if I look at the ads. I don't see any yet. I don't think there's anybody, so there's nobody really, even in the top 100. Let's go top 150. I'm just looking here for anything with jewelry. Oh, Ancient Aura jewelry. Interesting. Anyway, okay, yeah, we're coming up on the hour. I'm sorry. I know I've been bouncing around a lot, but I'm feeling better. I think COVID is definitely gone out of, well, I don't know if it's fully out of my system, but I can actually breathe again, so I'm happy with that. So let's recap, then we'll close this off. Asking some questions. The hug ring is all over Etsy. Oh, okay. Right on. Delivery is July 5th. Candles. Whose store is Bellesame? Oh, this is ShineOn. This is ShineOn's internal store. Yeah. See all these? It's all ShineOn. 100%. So, daughter. There's that lion one right there. Yep. It is them. What is going to be the traffic source? Oh, for this challenge, TikTok. We're going to use TikTok ads for this. Like feeling better, just install Commerce Inspector. Right on. Yeah, it's fun. Even stuff like this. If you could order like 1,000 units of this and put it in your garage and ship it from there, I would do it. But I mean, it's a big gamble when you're doing that because you could lose quite easily. Anyway, recap. Yes, sorry. So we're going to take our products and we're going to launch them on GearBubble. And we're going to launch that. You can do the cross or the sunflower, whatever you want to do. I just find this one's good. Launch it at the full price, okay? Do follow the instructions there. Then create the upsell. I did a candle, but you could modify your design to be like a candle or a coffee mug or a t-shirt or anything you want. I'm trying out a candle because I haven't really done that before. Then I just attached the candle to here as an upsell. Then I created a discount code for this, and then I put the upsell at a discount as well. And now I'm basically ready to go for next week when I'm going to create a TikTok ad campaign for this page. And I'm going to send them here using this link. And I'll show you exactly how to do that step by step over my shoulder next week on the next training. There is some prior ones in the group coaching forums too about TikTok ads that you can go through. But if you want to see the live, like most up-to-date version, tune in next week and I'll help you out. All right. So I hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. Even sometimes going off on a tangent works out because you find some little plugins and extensions that you never knew existed. This one is free and it's awesome. And now I can go through all these sites and I can look for inspiration for like who's running ads on TikTok, where are their stores, what are they selling, is there anything in there that I could do too? Yeah, it gets really fun. Spying is fun. I wouldn't copy somebody like directly, but there's nothing wrong with making your own version of something. Friggin' jewels. And yeah, just kind of scroll through and see how they're doing their ads, see what's selling. I think the top one was fashion, of course, naturally, because fashion is gigantic. So it's just a cool little app. Anyway, I am going to close with that. I'm glad somebody likes my tangents. I'm going to close with that. If you have any questions, let me know on the forums. I'll post a replay. And everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you all soon. Take care. Hey everybody, welcome to challenge number 34, training number 3 of 3. I think we're on 34. I think that's right. Anyway, give me one if you can hear me and see my screen. Should see Etsy on there. Everybody good? Everybody alive? Everybody awake? 111. Good. Let me know where you're at and what's it doing today. We have a heat wave advisory here in London. It was like 31 Celsius, which is hot for us. I know it's not hot for some of you, but it's super hot for us. And it's crazy. Yeah, it's basically like a sauna out there right now. So let me know where you're at and what it's doing. Oh, it just started raining, actually. That's crazy. It is wild times. It's June and raining. Hello. Okay, we got a couple of people trickling in. That's good. So I've got two basic things I want to show everybody today. Number one is this little tool from Etsy I'm going to show you. And the second thing is we're going to start running some ads on TikTok for that for our product. So I'm going to show you all about that. And by then it should cover the full hour of training here. So first things first, let's look at this. I want you, if you're interested, go here. Coach.com. Have you guys heard of this one? Everbee. ppc-coach.com/Everbee. Find the best products to sell on Etsy in seconds. So you can go there and create an account. It's free. You get like 10 searches. But I want to show you a little bit on how to use it and how to take advantage of this for not only selling on Etsy, but selling products anywhere. Okay, so what I found is you go there, you go through all the steps, right? You install it, create your free account, and then you install the little Chrome extension, which is up here. And then once you have the Chrome extension installed, then you go to Everbee. This is a spy tool. So it's going to spy on all of the listings on Etsy, and it's going to give you some, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but it's not too bad. So what you want to do is find stores that are doing really well, and you want to see what they're selling so that you can sell them too. So what I did, what I found worked really well, is I do something like to my something like this. You can go here, you can search for these, and you can find like cards that are doing really, really well. And then we can also find stuff like this, which is more up our alley. So if I open that up, groom gift from bride on wedding day to my groom, blah, blah, blah. That one doesn't really have any reviews, but the store itself has 502 sales. So the way that I was using this spy tool, so I was trying to find stores that are doing a lot of business. So I would go to my bride. Here we go. And I'm just looking for stuff that has like a lot of reviews and a lot of sales. So here's one. Le Petit Pendant. So this store itself has a lot, and you can see that this product didn't really sell too much, but I'm going to go to the store. And so I see a store with 17,788 sales. So I'm like, okay, let's say that on average it's like $50. 788 times 50. So this is almost $1 million Etsy store in revenue. Now, not gross. The gross or the net will probably be like 25% of that. Still, I mean, a store pulling that, I took 25% of the revenue as the net. So this store, Le Petit Pendant, is doing about 222,000 net. So I apologize to whoever this is, but I mean, everybody gets spied on. So we go to their listings and we're like, okay, they have 2,344 listings. Do these look familiar at all to anyone? If we scroll through this, are we seeing a lot of stuff from GearBubble and ShineOn? Yeah, we are. Like tons and tons and tons of stuff, even candles. So this is a big time seller that we found their shop. And the cool part is they have featured items, and these are typically featured because they're doing really well. So I'm just going to open this one up. To my beautiful mom on my wedding day, when I was a little girl, you taught me right from wrong. No matter what I choose to do, your love for me was strong. Years and years of your support, you've been there through it all, to sharing all my victories and catch me when I fall. I want to thank you for all the ways you've cared. Please know I'll always need you and the lessons you still share. Now I'm all grown up, dressed in silk and pearls, but even on my wedding day, I'm still your little girl. Pretty cool, right? Wedding. 330 reviews. Holy crap. Let's just do our little thing. Divided by 0.15. 2,200 sales. I just found a winner. I haven't even used Evergreen yet, but I'm going to show you how to use that. I found a big store. I found a bestseller. I found everything. Now, unfortunately, I'm sure this lady's getting copied left, right, and center now, but you can look at everything they're doing on Etsy. So if you're on Etsy, you want to be doing stuff that they're doing. So I want to see like this listing, and I want to see their entire store. So I'm going to open Everbee. I'm going to click on analytics and watch what happens. It'll pull up a little thing here in a second, and it's going to go through every listing on this page, on her storefront page, and it's going to give me estimates on the estimated monthly sales, estimated monthly revenue, listing age, and more. Like I can actually see all the details. Now, I don't know how they're getting these estimates. I can't remember, but they're using some kind of formula. There's the one. So love not, mother of the, oops. Yeah, that's one. So the cool part is with this, I can see their title. I can see the reviews, but over here, look at this, copy all to clipboard. Then I can go to like a Google Doc. I can just create a new one. And I've got everything there in, that's basically CSV format. So let's go like this. CSV to columns. Probably way in here. Try this one. Hang on. There's a way to do this. Control A. Tools. Okay, just one sec. Data menu, split text to columns. That's in Google Sheets. I need Google Docs. Format. Ah, crap. Huh, was the old-fashioned way. So now I've got all of their tags too. So if you ever find a product that's doing 2,200 sales and it's in something that you could easily do your own version of, I would say go for it. Not only on, like I'm showing this on Etsy, but think about this. If we have our own listings and our own products, there's all their tags that are working on that one. We can take that information and we can make our own version of that, and we can launch it on GearBubble on the platform directly, or we can open up a Shopify store and launch it. But it shows everything. Like the other next one, there's another love knot, 19 sales. We can sort by sales. There we go. So we get the biggest ones first, and it is this mother of the bride. So you think about it too, that makes sense that a mother of the bride one is doing really well on Etsy because Etsy's mainly females, it's female dominated. So let's look at the second one. To our daughter-in-law. So this one has 46 reviews. That's their second bestseller on that page. So they've got one from the bride to the mother, to my beautiful mom. Oh, bride to her mom, and then mother-in-law to daughter-in-law, and that's their top sellers. And then they got another one here, did pretty good, but we can see everything. We can see all the tags. Then there's this one, to our beautiful daughter on your wedding day. So this is from mom and dad to the daughter on her wedding day. So it's very cool. Like this tool is like, it blew my mind because you can't really get this information on the tags very easily out of Etsy. And once you find a big time store, you can find a lot of information on what they're doing. And it's just a neat little spy tool. So if you want that, go to everbee.io, or you can use my link, my affiliate link. I get paid ppc-coach.com/everbee. Either way, it's no skin off your back. But I thought, this is a very, very cool way to spy on Etsy products. Like, amazing. So what I do is just how I showed you. I'll find the big store. I can minimize this. And then I'll look too at the store itself, and I can see mother, grandmother, daughter, granddaughter, extended family. Well, look at this. The wedding and anniversary category is her biggest one. So if I go in here, then you'll typically see the best ones at the top. Or this is actually most recent. But I can I can do a deep dive on this page too. There's 13 pages. The bad part about Everbee is if I do a deep dive on this, it counts as one search, and you're only allowed you're allowed a fixed amount per month, unless you do the super duper plan, then you're allowed unlimited. But I'll do this anyway. I'll do analytics, and then it'll pop up that same chart. I'll show you. Oh, my link is right here. I'm going to do a whole video on this too on my YouTube channel, just because it's a really cool way to find a lot. So here it is. Nope, that's not it. I just close it. I don't need go ahead. I don't think that's it. Well, hang on. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so this is that category. And then if I maximize, I can sort by sales again. I can see which ones are doing the best. So the mother one, to our daughter. Here's one, 14 sales. Let's look at this one. To my beautiful bride. So this one, let's go to it, is Love Knot to my bride from the groom. Right, there you go. And this one has 24 sales. Just says, always remember how much I love you. Wherever the journey takes us, I want us to go there hand in hand. Fate brought us together. Choice made us friends, but love made us forever together till the end. There you go. And then there's the upgrade. So stuff like this is what I would be selling right now, big time. And I apologize to this lady that I just kind of exposed your store, but I mean, mine get exposed all the time, and I've been copied so many times I can't even count. So I'm sure, like, she's farther ahead on Etsy than I am right now. And if you go to her store, you'll see why. And that the lady's got like 17,789 sales. So this is a big time seller on Etsy, and we found her. And then we used Everbee to kind of analyze everything. So if you're looking for other ones, just go here. Let's try and find another big store just before we move on to the training here. So I could go to my daughter and then just go through these. And the first indicator is the reviews. So if a store has a bunch of reviews, odds are it's a pretty big store. So I'm going to go here and look at this one. So Aphrodite's Global. So yeah, I mean, I think, isn't that GearBubble's like store? Yeah, it is. This is GearBubble's store. So they've got 7,200 sales on Etsy. And if we wanted to deep dive, we could analyze this page and find the ones that are the best sellers. And we could look at that. So it's very easy. I'm actually going to bookmark this one. So I'm going to come back to it to find big stores this way. And let's just go by the reviews themselves. So here's another one, 2,126 reviews. So yeah, let's open that one up. And that particular one's doing 98 sales. So that's not bad. But the store itself, Simplicity by Angie's, has 11,914 sales, 618 products on here. It looks like they're doing a lot of custom. And this does not look like they're doing ShineOn or GearBubble. Looks like they're doing this all themselves. But that doesn't mean that we can't use some of that information and figure out, you know, what's working best. So typically the featured ones are definitely working best. So they kind of give it away there. And you can tell, well, that has 5 reviews. To my beloved granddaughter, Abby Nicole, my sweetheart, blah, 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 blah. Then I got the charms on there. So that one is not a GearBubble or ShineOn one, because you can tell by the designs, but they still have a lot of sales. Just scrolling through. Gift from Mom, so that's more of a picture. This one, to my daughter. This is an ad. Let's go to this. Farm Girl Crossroads, 768 sales, 24 reviews on that. I mean, that's the one that ShineOn uses all the time in their ads. I think that's even available for you to sell. Or maybe it's a recreation, I don't know. But so 768 sales, not the biggest store, but still pretty decent. It's a good start. Just looking at, I'm strictly looking at reviews. Just give you guys ideas. There's one. Heart Q Jewelry, 14,403 sales. That one has 4, so let's go there. And then we can, oh yeah, this is one. I'm going to bookmark this because this is a big one too. Any store that has over like 10,000 sales is huge. And they do their featured items. So they're doing Father's Day. And then all items. And then we can look at their, how many they have. They have 583. And if you think of that, 583, wow, that must have taken them forever. Yeah, this person has, whoever this is, RQ, they put a lot of time and effort into this. I hate exposing stores, but I mean, it's freely available. So if I want to run a deep dive on this and run the analytics, let's just find their best sellers. In a way, I kind of feel bad doing this, but in the other way, I'm like, I've just been copied so many times. I think my empathy is out the window at this point. So That's just me. I don't mean to sound like a monster, but if you have the paid plan, you can sort by that. Then you can see, here's their bestseller. To my boyfriend, never forget that I love you. You're my favorite pair of eyes to look into, my favorite name to see appear on my phone, my favorite way to spend an afternoon. You're my favorite everything. Sometimes it's hard to find words to tell you how much you mean to me. If I did anything right in my life, it was when I gave my heart to you. Love, your girlfriend. So that's got 74 reviews. So let's just compare our little thing to theirs. 74 divided by... So I'm going to say 493. They're going to say 54. So I don't know where they're getting... I think mine's more accurate. So, because I don't know how they're getting their stats, to be honest. But, I mean, we know we got a winner regardless. How much it's won, how many it's made exactly, we don't know. But then we can go and say, okay, that's cool. There's all the boyfriend tags. So you can copy all those to your clipboard, and you have them. Or you could export these too. Let's export it, see what it looks like. I think I did it the other day. There we go. So there's all your tags and all the products. So if I want to take this one, there's this one. I have all the tags right here. 13 tags. Just copy those. Let's paste them in a sheet. There. So those are tab separated. But if you're in the To My Boyfriend niche on Etsy, there's your tags that you can use. So it's crazy. And you know it's working because it's getting sales. Anyway, that's my little sidebar for the moment. If you want that, go there, ppc-coach.com/everbee. Use the kind of method I just taught you, and you will do very, very, very well. Not only for listing products on Etsy, but think about it, you can list them here on GearBubble, on the platform, and you can follow everything we just did. You can also open up a Shopify store and list them there, and you can open up an Etsy shop and list them there. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. I still do like the platform route. It's still the place where I've had the most success, but I am expanding. I'm adding in Shopify and Etsy a little bit more hardcore than I ever have in the past. So you guys are going to be seeing more on that. And as I do this, as I go down that journey and get stores up to like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 sales, you guys will experience that with me, and you'll gain from all the experience and knowledge that I already have. Anyway, let's go here. We've got this one. Did everybody do their homework? Everybody all good? Good. She's probably your student. No, apparently all of my students go to ShineOn and become trainers. I can tell you that 90% of the people training at ShineOn right now have been through my program at some point. So it's crazy. I think somehow I must have pissed off Eric. I know exactly what happened, but I'm not allowed to say it because I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. But yeah, anyway, who cares? Onwards and upwards. So today, what we're going to do is basically set up an ad campaign for this. And the first thing we need is a video. So the best way to do this would be to order the product and then take a video of you opening up the box. Like we've all seen these on TikTok. So I'll go here and show you. These are the best way, but it's not the only way. So if I go here, oops, oh boy. Let's go to their account. There it is. So this style right here, where you like, well, I got their new, these are new ads. But basically my daughter loves this so much, and then they'll show, they're just holding it and they're just talking. Like they have their iPhone in their hand taking a video and they're holding it. So if you were to order that product, then you can swap out the message card. So you can print the message card that you have on your computer, swap it out, and then you don't have to keep buying the product to shoot a video. There's another one. So I just kind of zoom in. The cool part too with these guys, oh, they did one in a slide. So they're doing a lot of different backgrounds and they're doing a lot of testing on different products. Here's one at the water. Here's one at a marina. Here's one where they're holding it. This made me cry, right? Very simple. This kind of stuff works very, very well. Here's another one, holding it and panning over and then talking. And there's one. This made him cry. So somebody's handing it to the dude who's opening it. Right. Oh my God, is that my template? Is that my fishing template? No. I swear to God, I have a fishing template just like that. No, I don't. No, that's not mine. Okay. Anyway, that's the best way to do it, but I don't have that product. Actually, I do have that product. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this out and I'm going to shoot my video by hand, but I'm also going to show you another option if you don't have the product in hand yet. And that's where, oh, another way to get these products quick is to go to Amazon and type in like, you can go to Amazon and you can find sellers that have these on here and you can buy them. And you can typically, like if you're in the US, you get them real quick. And look at these guys. They're totally selling these for dirt cheap. I don't know how they're making any money. A lot of these are like overseas sellers that are just, I don't, like 1997. Come on, man. But you can find it, like there's a love knot if you wanted a love knot. There's a chain. There's one with the heart and the little thing in the middle. You can buy it there. Or if you have a Shopify store, you can order a sample and get it that way. But I am going to show you a different way. I'm going to show you the old school way, which is creating your own little video. So all we need is some images here. I'm going to save this one. Find the folder. So go to your listing, find your folder. Find the right one. May not be, okay, first case, there it is. So I'll save it here. Save, there we go. Then I'll go to the next one. Save. Save. And the next one. Save. And then the next one. And don't need that, don't need that. Oh, that's actually a good one. Just need about 4 or 5 images. Save. Okay, that's good. So we got 5 images. Now we're going to go to Canva, and you can select a template that you want to use. I could even share this one with you guys if you want. There's a way to share these or save these as templates somewhere in here. Template link, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll create a template link of this one, and then you guys can just modify it. As you can see, I already created one. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the sound. If you use the sound from Canva and you put it on TikTok, you'll get flagged because for some reason it has the attribution is not right. So the sound that is on here is not accurate. So we're just going to use, we're going to create a short video and then we're going to upload it to TikTok and then we're going to use sounds from TikTok instead. So I found that out the hard way a while ago. So I'm going to delete that. And then here, I'm just going to put in my images. So if I play this right now, you can see this was more for an organic one. So product of the day. So we can edit everything on here. And I had to do like link in bio, but we can do it different now because this is for our own product. So I'm just going to upload those elements. Upload media. So upload all 5 of those images to Canva. And then we're just going to swap out images, and we're going to change the text too. We're going to go like that. I'm going to delete this. Then I'm going to add this one. And remember, on TikTok, the bottom kind of part of the screen, you can't see anything, so you might as well delete this anyway. And then up here, we can move this up more. Or we can put it like that. Rise them, then we can move this down. I'll get rid of this. Let's back up. The cool part of Canva is this. So I can click on this, then go animate, and I can make the text move and everything else move. That's a cool one. I like pop. Oh, stomp is neat too. Oh, I like breathe. Okay. Let's do breathe. So surprise them. Then we'll go. This. And then again, we can do the animate. Animate. Breathe. And change this out. Delete that part. And delete that part. And then here, I'm going to delete this whole thing. I'm going to do a duplicate of the page. Delete that. Upload another image. That. I'm going to change the duration here too in a second. Love you. And move that up a bit and center it. So animate. Then I'll do a duplicate of this. So I've got 5 basic scenes that I'm using. And what image haven't I used yet? That one. So I got the hand, the chest, the other hand, that one there. There. Order one now. Animate. I'll do the breathe thing. And then what I'm going to do is duration here. So I'm going to click the clock, apply to all pages, make it 3 seconds. I want it to kind of whip through it. There. So I want kind of fast cuts. Like that. Good. And then I can make that even shorter, but I think 15 seconds is pretty good. I'm going to click share, download as an MP4, download. So that'll take a second to create. And while that's creating, I can actually go to here and I can grab this URL. Well, I'm going to have to do a couple things here. So first, I'm going to go to my account. And while I'm waiting, I'm just going to place the pixel. So I'll go to settings, and I'll go to tracking pixels, then I'll go to third party. And here I'm going to put the conversion code from my TikTok account. So this is a dummy account that I have. So I'm going to go to assets. We're going to place the pixel. Oh, assets events. And then web events. And I'm going to set up web events. I'll just show you how to create one from scratch. And we're going to do the TikTok pixel. Next. Pixel name, we'll call this I'm going to manually install. Next. And then I'm going to use developer mode. Great. And now what I can do is I get the pixel code. So I'm going to take this, copy it, and go back to GearBubble. I'm going to paste that right there. And that's just your base code. So now this conversion snippet goes on the thank you page for GearBubble. So it says paste it in there, manage cookies, enable events, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I'm going to go next. And then follow instructions to create events. So you click on view instructions. Take you to this page where it's going to have like all the events that you can possibly use. And we want to use the purchase event. So what we're going to do, right, or sorry, complete payment in this case, which is this little guy. So we need that code, but they give you samples too of how to insert it. So I'll scroll down, keep scrolling. So it's kind of like, this one's if you have multiple pixel IDs on one page, but I only have one. So all I have to really wrap it in is the script and the slash script. So for you, you go here, and you go like this, script, paste, slash script. That's it, update. So now we've got our conversion code installed onto our GearBubble page, and we can use this one. When you click update on GearBubble, it doesn't scroll up, but just scroll up and you'll see that, then you're good to go. So now you can also install the TikTok Pixel Helper, which I already have up here somewhere. There it is. So I've already got it. If you don't have it, click install and you'll get it, then hit complete setup. And one of the problems you might have with this, when you go to run ads to that pixel, is you don't have any events fired. So you can't actually run it to that pixel yet. So you have to fire the pixel somehow. So this is where it gets a little bit more advanced, but there's a couple hacks you can do. Like if you have a website, you can upload a little file with all that code on it to your website and fire it. And then you'll be able to use the, you'll see when I set up the campaign, you'll be able to use it right away. Otherwise, you basically have to run like a traffic campaign until you get a purchase. Then you can run purchase campaigns after that. So a little weird one. They do say test events, but they're going to ask for a URL. So enter your website URL and click generate QR code. Scan the code by using your mobile device where you can interact with your website to trigger the events you set up. This is what I was saying, like, I can take this code. I could go like Control A, Control C. I could go to my site because I don't know if you guys knew this is a little bit advanced, but if I go here, let's just take one file. And if I have my HTML code, I could go like that. And then I could say testing. Then I could save this. Just go test code. Then I have to upload this to my site. So I can go here. I can hit. This is way too advanced for you guys, but it's possible. So I'm going to upload that. So I have that file called testcode.php on my site. All it says is testing pixel code, and it'll fire that pixel. So watch this now. When I go back here to TikTok, I don't mean to confuse anybody, but we can set up a campaign now. But watch what happens. So I go to campaign. I don't have any funds in this. I have to add funds to start it. I go to create. And then I'll want to do a purchase campaign. But I just want to show you guys so you experience it too. They have two modes, simplified and custom. Get the full experience. It's perfect for all advertising objectives such as app installs and conversions. Simplified so you can spend less time creating, managing campaigns and get back to running your business. It's not a bad option to go with simplified, but I am going to go custom because I want to show you what happens when the pixel hasn't fired yet. So for an objective, I want to do conversions, right? And I want it to track based on that pixel code that I just put on my site. But I know I don't have any sales yet. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to call this campaign 13. You can call it number 1 if you want. I'll put June. Then I'll go conversion. No, I'm going to put the title, the product. It's the easiest way. Go here. Just to keep things organized. And I also want to use a coupon code on that too. So this isn't going to work, so I'll just do this. No categories, create split test, no. CBO, no. Budget, no limit. I can put the limit on the ad group, so click continue. And then I'm going to try and select my pixel here when I do a website. See the pixel drop down now? I don't have challenge number 34 in there. I hit refresh. It's just not in there. But now, I can show you a little that hack. So if I uploaded that file to my site, so on here, if you view the page source, this is really going way too advanced, but that's the script, right? So that just fired. So now I can go back here. I can go back here and go here, and I can hit refresh. I don't even know if it'll come through yet. It didn't come through yet. So it'll take some time to update, but if I go to events, I'll just leave that campaign alone because I can't run it yet. Web events. And then here, click it, and then test. I'll put that in there. And then they want me to go on my phone, so I'll just pull out my phone, pull my camera, click it. Now I'm on my phone right now. And it's firing the event, and see that? Complete payment, connection method, browser, just happened at 10:41:46, and look at the time, 11:42, so it just happened, right? So I just fired that event from my phone. So when I went through the browser to test the event directly, it actually didn't test it. I had to enter it here and then scan the QR code to get it, all right? So now if I go back to campaign, technically I should be able to use this unless there's something else going on. So let's go create. Yeah, I'll continue from last edit. Versions, continue. Oh, continue from last edit, but it didn't use the name. That's funny. Like, why do they do that? And again, stop pulling it in. I'm gonna hit reload. It could take a while for it to propagate, so I can actually use that pixel because I did test it now. I'll try it one more time, then I'll start over if I need to. Yeah, so it's just taking a minute to update their servers. Once it does, I'll be able to select that pixel though. So you guys are going to run into that. You have to give it time now to propagate so that it updates the TikTok servers, and then when I go back into campaign and do a new one, I'll try one from scratch, but I don't think it's updated yet. It's just a problem you guys are going to run into, so I wanted to recreate it and show you how I solve it with GearBubble. Now, if you have a Shopify store, it's real easy because you can create more events and you can put them on there. So let's start over. Try that. I'm going to hit Control R on my computer here, which will bring me a non-cached page. Okay, custom, version, and it's 50-50 whether it's going to show up at this point. Website, pixel, yeah, it's still not there. So they just haven't updated yet. So I'm going to go back to campaign and show you the first type you guys got to run typically when you're using GearBubble anyway, which is going to be a traffic campaign. So create, start over. Oh, custom. So now they got awareness, which is reach, traffic, app installs, video views, lead gen, community interaction, or conversions. So we're going to start with traffic, and this way we can actually set this up. Once we get sales, then we can launch a conversion campaign, which is much the same route. It's just the objective is different. So once you play around with this a little bit, it becomes very easy to do. So I think I have the name in there. No, I don't. So we're just going to do a little traffic, give it a little test, see if we can get any sales. We're going to put our budget on our ad group. And then the ad group, we're just going to call this kind of 013-001, and then the date. Again, this is just habit from how I always do it. But now I'm going to go with no interest on this one. And you got to think, okay, this is to my soulmate, may not be your first kiss, first date. So I'm going to target males with this one. And I'm going to target 25 to 44. And this is going to be, in this case, might as well put this here too, USA. All right, there we go. Use TikTok Pixel to track your website. And now they put it in there, buggers. That figures. See, my little hack does work. It just takes them time to catch up to me. So I could do the conversion campaign now too. Anyway, I'll continue with this because you guys are going to have to continue with this, unless you can do the hack I just did. We're going to select placement. We're just going to remove those two. And under advanced settings, comments, we can leave them on. Video download, I'm going to turn it off. Comments, I'm 50-50 on this too, because I've read and heard sometimes they help with engagement on the ad, and TikTok likes that. Then I've heard get a bunch of spammers on there and a bunch of jackasses that you have to then go manage the comments, and it's a pain in the butt. So I'm on the fence. I have very thick skin, so I can leave the comments on, and I can accept people being jackasses on my videos. It doesn't bother me. But sometimes there's just that one guy or girl that really gets under your skin. You just want to like reach through their computer and smack them. So if you feel like the comments are going to bother you when you look at your ads, turn them off. If you don't care, leave them on. Does it help? Like I said, I'm 50-50. Nobody knows for sure. People can have theories on it, and I've never noticed a difference when I leave them on or off. I just leave them on now. Now, creative type, the automated optimization, I'm not going to use that on a traffic campaign. That's just where, like it says, you create multiple combinations of creative assets, including videos and ad text. Ad delivery will be automated to show your audience the combinations that can maximize your results. So it is a neat thing to do for sure if you turn it on. Then when you get to the ad creation, you got to upload a bunch of videos, enter a bunch of different ad texts, and they'll like mix and match them, which is kind of like the Facebook has that. They have that option too. I can't remember what it's called. It's not auto. It is. Oh, it's escaping me. There's a name for it on Facebook. I can't remember what the heck it is. Anyway, let's go demographically to the US for this. That way we know they'll get it on time. One little sidebar here. You know how we always target by country and we never deep dive? I'm going to encourage you guys to deep dive on some of these. And I'm going to encourage you to deep dive by state, because there is such a difference state by state in results. So technically, if you wanted to, you could create an ad group for each state with the exact same demographic settings and just let that run. And I've done that and it's worked pretty well. So for this one, just for time's sake, I'm going to do the whole country. But I'm telling you, if you create one ad group per state and test it, you might find you get like really, really good results that way. Okay. And like the big ones are Texas, Florida, and California, and then New York. They get the most. My highest converting state is Michigan and Ohio. I don't know why, but it usually is. All right, so let's go males. Let's go 25 to 44. The older males, now, unfortunately, that's me because I'm freaking 47, but I'm on TikTok, but I would probably buy stuff on TikTok if I saw something cool. I actually almost bought that bubble blaster gun for my kid, but then I went to the store and it totally looked like a Chinese dropshipping store, so I didn't trust it, so I didn't buy it. But you could go to 54, but I think for something like this, the younger guys, I don't know if they're a little bit more romantic than us older guys. I don't know. Everybody's different, but I'm just going to narrow it 25, 34 to 44. I'm not going to go with the young ones because, yeah, right, 13, 17, never, not in a million years. 18 to 24, no, because they have no money. They're broke. Even 25 to 34, I'm a little bit iffy, but in their 30s, they might have some disposable income. I'd be tempted to even go with this category alone. In fact, I think I just talked myself into it because this one is where I've sold the most necklaces. Actually, this is where I've sold the most necklaces. So yeah, I'm going to bump that up. I'm going to change my mind, 35 to 54, just because I know this one is not bad, but once you hit 35, you're more stable, I think, and you have more disposable income. That's the only thing I'm thinking. 55 plus, I'm not even going to bother with. That's my targeting. Now you can do audiences, you can exclude audiences, but with TikTok, you need like 1,000 events to fire before you can do anything. So once we have like 1,000 sales on this message card, then we can create an audience of buyers and we can exclude them from seeing our ads. But we can't until that point. So there's really nothing we can do with exclusions. Then you get into interest, and they do break it down quite a bit into a whole bunch of different ones. But in our case, I mean, technically they could be interested in any of these interests and they could still buy. That's why I'm going to go with demographics. Plus, I know for a fact, the more you narrow something down by interests and behaviors, the higher the ad costs to run. Because right now I'm pretty broad, right? I'm not even the broadest because I cut down the age groups, but I got 9.3 million to 11.4 million men in the US aged 35 to 54. If I left it wide open, I would have everyman. But then if I went in and added in, started saying, okay, I'm going to break it down by pets, and I only want guys who like are into pet toys. Well, watch this number dive. Should. Yeah, 2.4 to 3. So because it's that narrowed and because the inventory is not as available, it's more expensive. So it's supply and demand. That's why I'm not using interest, because I want that to be as broad as possible. And then there's this behavior and interactions. I've never used this. I know there's guys on YouTube that swear by it, but I don't. And then as far as this, creator interactions, followed or viewed profile. This is interesting, but it's not really necessary. Like, define what kind of creators they've interacted with. So if they've followed somebody who, say, got a whole ton of dog videos out there, well, there you go. I mean, they're obviously into dogs, and if you have like a dog product, you could sell it to them on TikTok. So you'd have to go on TikTok, like here, and you'd have to say, okay, search for accounts, all right, cute dogs. Let's see if there's any accounts for that. Oh, cute pet town. Okay, so there's, let's click that. 4 million followers. So if I had like a dog product, and again, this, I'm giving away a little bit more than I thought I would, but anyway, if I had like a dog product I wanted to sell, you'd think that people following this channel would probably be into dogs. 1000% yes. So I could say if they followed, I don't know if it'll let me put the creator in. No, it won't. It'll let me put the category though. So I want to do pet. Yeah, I can't even narrow it down. I thought that was the one with the creator. Yeah, close. Define what kind of creator. So define how they interacted with the creator. Yeah, sorry, I thought that was the other way. That's why I never use it. Hashtag. People who've watched videos with the following hashtags. Okay, that's another workaround. So if I go here, hashtag dog, there we go. Search. Dog, there we go. Boom. Could do that. Or we could hack this and go, let's see if these guys put anything on there. Oh, doggy. Let's go there. Let's go to one of their big videos. 82.6, that's pretty good. There's one really big one down there in the bottom. You can tell ShineOn's like, there it is, to my son. Okay, let's just open that, see if there's any hashtags on it. Okay, so I hate doing this because now they won't put hashtags on it, but check this out. If you're advertising a Cuban chain, see if that'll even come up. Oh, wait, I gotta get rid of the hashtag. Cuban. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Might do son. Come on. You gotta do son. You did dog. Thought that would work. Mom, love, family, necklace. So you can try all these hashtags, and if they're following that, let's try mom. Oh, let's try soulmate. Now bear in mind, I've already narrowed it down, so I should probably expand the top one. You buggers. I think it's broken because it's not pulling up. Oh, there. Oh, that's why. Okay, let's try that again. Apparently enter doesn't work. No results. Let's try. Sun does. So if you can figure out what kind of ties these guys together by hashtags that they've looked at, there you go. You can laser target that way, but we're not going to. Spent too much time on that already. All right, so this says at least $20. Okay, fine. Do that. Time zone, that's fine. Run it continuously. Here's where we don't want to start it right now because it'll burn through it. I want to start it here at midnight. Otherwise, your delivery is going to be thrown big time. So if we're about noon here. If you start it now, it's just going to try and blow through a bunch of money real quick, and it's going to screw up everything. So just always start at midnight the next day, and we could run it all day. Now, with this too, once you look at your analytics later and you see when things are working and when they're not, you can go in here and you can edit, select specific times. So the optimization goal is a click. We'll do lowest cost, because we don't need to get into big cap at all. We'll do cost per click, that's fine. We'll do standard because we can't even do accelerated. And we'll click next. Oop, yep, next. Valid time, set, period. When I go, what's wrong with that? That should work. Valid time period set for behavior targeting. I don't even know what that is. Well, let's try next day. So I'm getting something here. Just clicked on something. I don't have any hashtag. No idea. Custom, there. Try this. Now this means it could go for a minute. That's bizarre. It wouldn't let me start at midnight, but it'll let me start at 11:59 p.m. Weird. Anyway, so let's create, we've got an identity, or you can create one. And then you can modify things. You can always tell who didn't spend much time, because if they have this megaphone in there, I'm just gonna upload a video. So right here, scroll down, single video, upload, and then drive. I'm just going to pull this over here because I got to find it. There it is. Okay, that's coming in. Unsupported. Why are you unsupported? Wow, I'm just running into problem after problem there. Sometimes it's the space that causes it. I don't know. Does not like that. Let me rename it over here. Why are you unsupported? Helpful. It should be fine. I don't know why I'm getting that error. So I'm gonna have to skip that step. I'm gonna have to go from library. I'll just put this one in there, just so I can actually get it started for you guys. I'll figure out what the error is after. But here's where you can add music to it. You can get more music. And this is where like you upload your video, then you add the music from TikTok. You got all these options, all music, tracks with highest spend, most used tracks. You can click on it to play. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to use that. So that'll add it over your video, and then you can kind of edit things here. Because sometimes the track will be longer. So you just want to go to the end of your video. Then you hit the cut. And then you click on the part that you cut off, and you hit delete. There you go. Just make sure you trim it, then click confirm. At least I could show you that part. For TikTok, adjust video according to the requirements for each placement. Okay, that'll update. And then for text, we're going to put click here now, and interactive add-ons don't have any. Destination is going to be here. Now you can use that direct, or you can use the discount link. I'm just going to put that direct for now. But you can put your question mark DID equals and then your coupon code as well. And then your text could say 20% off today. Actually, why don't I just do that? So go to find your discount codes, go to my account, discounts. I know we created one for this. Yeah, we did 25%. So what I'll do here, back, and then I'll put question mark DID equals that code. So I'll check the URL. I'm going to change this to that. Just super short and sweet. And call to action, I'm going to use standard. I'm going to click on where is it? Yeah, I'll use Shutdown. Learn more works too. So I like learn more. Okay, and then disclaimer. I don't have any legal risks. By checking the box, you agree for the ad, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. You can have at it. All that part I can leave blank. Now, the only problem is I couldn't upload my video, so I had to use one. But if you do run into that error, let me know. I'll figure it out. What's going on? Click submit. Oh, I thought I already did. Click submit there. What is going on? Why do I have two of them? Okay, delete that one. For some reason, it uploaded it or put it in there twice. Okay, submit. Man, Butterfingers here. There we go. So now I've got this campaign up and running. Although it's showing the wrong ad. That's okay. It's just for demo anyway. And now we'll go there. It won't run until I put funds in the account. But it will be here under campaign. It should be number 13. Right there. So then if I wanted to do another one with the conversion code, I could go create custom in a second. Super slow, custom. I just want to show you that the pixel hack did work. Then I do conversions. Then I do continue. And then I do website. And now in here it should show. There it is. So my little hack works just to get it to show, but it takes, how long did that take? Like 15, 20 minutes before it actually showed. So I wanted to make sure you guys saw that. I would recommend doing a conversion campaign over a traffic campaign, but if you don't have the ability to do the hack I just showed you, then go with traffic first. Once you get a sale, the pixel will have fired, and then you can actually create a conversion event. So for the last part of this, I'm going to go back to campaign. I'll wrap this up with these. So I'm going to do automated rule. I'm going to create a new rule, and this is going to be, you can do this for the whole account, or you can do it for an individual campaign. So apply rule to here. We have all active campaigns, that's fine. Condition, if name contains, so this will just be for campaign number 13. You could just run this for all your campaigns, but if you have different price points, you're going to want to run it per campaign. So that's how you do it. All active campaigns, if name contains number 13, add the condition where if total cost of each object lifetime is greater than, we'll say, we don't want to spend more than, no, don't pick a number, 25 bucks for a campaign, and say conversion lifetime is less than 1, meaning it spent 25 bucks and it didn't get a conversion, then we will turn off the campaign. And run this, you can run it every 30 minutes. I would run it like, I like to run mine at noon and midnight. So I do all days of the week. And I'll do here, we'll do it at midnight. And you have to do a range, so it'll be midnight to 12:30. Then I'll also do all days of the week. Twice a day is good enough. Gives you a little bit more control than just running it once a day. You can't really run it every 30 minutes because the stats do not update that fast. So everything will just get shut off if we do that. Okay, and then notify me, that's fine. It's fine. Complete. There we go. Confirm. So now I've at least got a safety measure in place where initially it won't, this campaign will not spend $25 without a recorded sale without shutting off. So it gives me peace of mind when I go to the next campaign that I don't forget, or I don't let something get out of control, or something, you know, I go away for the weekend and all of a sudden I blew like 75 bucks on a campaign that didn't get a sale. So that'll help you there. You can experiment with rules as much as you want. There's rules you can create where if it got a sale and the cost per sale is above a certain amount, then you can shut it off. But we don't need that yet because we're just in the test phase. So I know we covered a lot of ground. I can see some comments. I didn't mean to confuse people. We got really into the weeds with some of those hacks, but it's something that when you're running campaigns, you're going to have to do it eventually. So go back through the replay. That's my biggest suggestion, and just pause the video step by step, and you'll see what I'm doing. And you'll see too how you'll run into errors and error messages and stupid things, or pixels won't show or ads won't upload. You just got to go back and figure it out. There's got to be some reason why that happened. If that involves emailing support at TikTok, they're really good, and they'll look into it and they'll say, oh yeah, we don't even know why that happened either. Can you save it as a different name, or try saving it again from wherever, and then maybe it'll upload. TikTok will actually talk to you and they'll help you. It's not Facebook. You're not left out on your own, like on an island. Plus I'll help you too. So I'm gonna go through some questions and I'm gonna close it off, but let's go through this. Oh yeah, we got a few. Okay, just bear with me 1 second. Let's do research. Oh, for Everbee, somebody was saying those are monthly sales. Okay. Do you have a resource for importing products from the ShineOn platform to my Shopify store? That is a good question. There's got to be a way as well. There has to be. Possibly. I gotta look into that. Jim Criminella. No, Jim, I don't think he's ever been through my program. I think he's one of the guys that hasn't. I do know him though. We actually worked together on a project with another guy in the past, and Jim's a smart cookie for sure. Like they're all smart cookies, there's no doubt about that. They know what they're doing. I don't get why Jim keeps working for people. I don't know why he doesn't go out on his own. The guy can run ads like crazy. Like, why are you working for people? I don't know. Some people are employees, other people can't be employees. So to each his own. But the dude knows, he definitely knows what he's talking about. I like Jim. Do you think the Less Than Me official blew up via ads or organically? That's another good question. I think it's ads. How can you get a test product from ShineOn itself? So order it. If you have a Shopify store, there's the ability to order a sample. If you don't have a store, just create a listing on Etsy or Shopify and just discount it down as much as you can, and then just buy it through your own Etsy shop or through your own ShineOn store. Or you can contact them and say, hey, look, I'm going to be doing a ton of sales with you. Can you just send me a couple samples of this, this, and this? And they might do it. I can't guarantee they will, but they could. I mean, they might be feeling generous and say, yeah, sure, we can do that. So I do it. Amazon has been a bust for me. Me too. I don't know why, but I cannot get Amazon to work. I am of the opinion that the only way to get Amazon to work is FBA. I think any other route just doesn't work because Amazon will not give you the time of day unless they have that product in their warehouse and they can ship it for you. Otherwise, forget it. It doesn't work. So that's when, believe me, I've tried for years and years and years. I'm like, I just want to do print on demand. And I want to do with Amazon. I want to do fulfillment by merchant. And it does not work. No, it doesn't. Sorry. I know there's a program from Rachel, like Low Hanging Fruit or Low Hanging System, where she teaches that. But even her sales are all from FBA. Like even Adam, who's been through my coaching programs and he's a trainer now with GearBubble, all his sales are FBA. So FBA is a route to go if you want to do Amazon. Otherwise, forget it. Just, you can't. It doesn't work. Without reviews and a brand, Amazon is a no-go. Yeah, that too. Not too advanced for all of us. Right on. Love to hear that. Looking forward to the replay. Good. Why would people want to download the video and why is this an option? So if you think about it, if I go here and I find my competition, which unfortunately is the supplier in this case, and I'm like, I like that video. I want to download it. So I can save video as, and I can do it on my browser, but I can't do it on my phone because I have them turned off. Then I could take this video and I could crop out the watermarks and I could create a product just like it and I could run it. And that's what pirates do. So that's why you want to turn it off, because you don't want to make it easy for people to copy you. And I could easily make a product the exact same as this. Easily. In Canva, that would take me like 3 minutes to do. But that's why you turn videos off, just to make it a little bit more difficult. Do you have an engaged buyer criteria option similar to Facebook? Nope, TikTok doesn't have that. Why don't you run the rules every 30 minutes? This is much safer. The good question, the reason I don't run rules every 30 minutes is everything will be shut off because stats update like every 4 to 6 hours. So it's really weird that they offer that option when their own back-end systems don't update in real time. Neither do Facebook, neither does Google, none of them do. So if you run rules too often, you're killing it before it ever got off the ground, so you might as well not even run it. So that's what I found, even with Facebook's rules and running them like however often we used to, it would shut things off, and then later on you'd see sales come in, you'd have to turn it back on. Which at that point, kind of campaign's dead if it was shut off and turn back on again. How much is your daily budget for the ad set? I put 20. That's the minimum. So I should choose traffic and not conversion if I can't launch the pixel on a website. Correct. Yes. ShineOn will not send samples unless you have a Shopify store. Yeah, there you go. I tried. Okay. My Amazon sales are almost all MFN. Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong. Brian is getting sales on. Nice. Oh, you're doing personalized too, right? I think. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so apparently personalized fulfilled by merchant on Amazon works when it's custom stuff. I've never got the generic stuff to work. I've never tried personalized though. You said the last challenges for TikTok that your daily budget's 50. Now I see you have it at 500. Yeah, if something's working, I'll increase the daily budget. Absolutely. How are you scaling the 13 campaign once the test gets sales? Basically, I'm just bumping the budget. Bump the budget and then create more campaigns at the low budget. So there's two routes. You either scale vertically or horizontally. Scale vertically, you're just increasing the budget. If you go too big too fast, you'll kill it. So the other route is just do duplicates of the campaign at the same low budget and just have multiple campaigns at the same $20 budget running. So if I'm starting at 20, I'm getting sales and I want to scale, I can create duplicates of that campaign at 20, maybe 4 duplicates. Now I'm at $100 a day instead of 20 a day. Now, not all those duplicates are going to work because they're going to be competing with each other, but I've never found that to be an issue. So when you do increase vertically, yes, you're right. Sometimes the wheels will fall off the bus and the campaign won't work. Why it works sometimes and why it doesn't other times, I have no clue. The safest route is duplicate at the same budget and have multiple campaigns at low budgets. It's weird, but on any platform, whenever I go with big daily budgets, my ROI takes a nosedive, and it's just made up for with volume, really. So it's a trade-off. I kind of like the duplicate route better than the vertical scaling route. Oh, and you have a brand too. So personalized with a brand works on Amazon. I guess non-personalized with no brand doesn't work. Can you ask the person if they train the whole group on how to sell Amazon personalized? Sure. Hey, Brian, you want to train the whole group on how to sell Amazon personalized? There, let's see. Answer us in the forum. He's laughing. I'd like to learn that too. I'm interested. I'm in that. Yeah, why don't, can you make a post and just, you don't have to give away your whole business, but just tell us what you do and tell us like your experience with it. And then we can bug you from there. If you want, you don't have to, totally optional. I'm not going to out you to everybody so they bug you, but up to you. All right, do you copy the retargeting and scaling campaigns and lookalikes into one new campaign, or do you keep everything in the original testing campaign? The way I do it, I have one campaign, one ad group, and like usually, I know I'm breaking the rules, but I have one ad. So I manage my stuff at the campaign level. So I'm not going to dump in new ad groups into this. I just find it's cleaner. And that way, if I have an ad group that's working, I don't want to kind of rock the boat. I don't want to interfere with it. I want to just let it run and make its money. So I don't want to be tinkering with anything in that campaign if I can avoid it. Because it's the old saying, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So if I go in and add more ad groups to that existing campaign where it's working, I've never had a good experience when I do that. Like Facebook, Google, YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok, it doesn't matter. It seems once that algorithm gets humming along and is working, you just got to leave it. Now you can go and tinker in new campaigns, but don't touch the one that's working. I've posted about it in the forum. Okay, just remind us, my friend, and we will go and bug you in the forum. Because yeah, that's if personalized on Amazon works with FBM, well, that would be the only way to do it, right? Because you can't do FBA on personalized. That's not possible. So there you go. Maybe that's a little tweak that makes it work. So good to know. Very good to know. All right, we have gone over time again on time. What I'll do is I'll update you guys with this campaign once I get the ad fixed. Actually, that reminds me. Well, I don't even have funds in the account, so it's not going to run for me. But I'm going to fix it, and I am going to run it, and I'll tell you how it's doing. And like I said, the best videos are these user-generated content ones, and I have explored like 3 different providers for this, and I have found that, well, the one provider took forever, and then the video she gave me was crap. So I think shooting user-generated content yourself is probably the best route. But when you go and you find a big place that's doing a lot of sales, don't do exactly what they're doing. Like, put your own spin on it. So kind of use that as a foundation, and then make your own version of it. So if all these videos from ShineOn are like them opening it up and then somebody talking, yeah, do that, but maybe do a different angle, do different lighting, do a different backdrop, do different something. Maybe go to the Grand Canyon and do it. Or get some video, like do it on a green screen, and then get some video of like the Grand Canyon in the background, or waves or something, or sunsets or sunrises, and put that in the background. So it's looks a little bit different versus, if everybody starts seeing the exact same thing, then the old banner blindness kicks in, and everybody's videos become less effective. So I'm really finding in the print-on-demand world now, it's like people are showing one thing and that's all they'll do. They won't get creative. So be creative, because all of you are very creative. I know that for a fact. I'm creative, so let's put our own spins on these, make it work. Okay, and the little budget's 25 times 4 for scaling. Then you could put into one campaign, not 4 different ones. No, I'd do a duplicate at like 25 each. So it'd be like 4 new campaigns at 25 each. Amazon Custom is the name of the program. Okay. Just need to know and confirm the little budget's 25 times 4 for scaling, and then you put into one campaign, not in 4 different ones. No, 4 different ones. Yeah, when you get that one working, leave it, and then do 4 different ones. You have the option of increasing the budget in that one. I just find that 9 times out of 10, when I do that, it doesn't work. I don't know why, but when I go like 25 to 50, all of a sudden my conversions drop and my ROI drops and everything just falls apart. So I'm stubborn and I want to make it work sometimes, so I'll do it. But the safest, most efficient route is do a duplicate of that in a new campaign and work with that instead. You all ready? Okay, and so now homework. Do this. Go to the forums, start your implementation week thread, because we will do a draw for $50 on the next live training session, and the next live one is coming up soon. I might even add, since we got like a 2-week span here, I think I'm going to add a little bonus training. It's not going to be live, but it will be a bonus training for you guys next week that I'll upload to the forum as well, and I'll put it in that section so you guys can see it. I have something in mind that I want to do, and since we've got kind of a 5-week month instead of a 4-week month, I'll do that for you guys. And yeah, go ahead, go to town on this. The wedding, like I showed you with that Everbee little spy tool for Etsy, people are making money with the wedding season. They're making big bucks. You just got to make sure you get the right demographic. And so, for example, Etsy, the right demographic is females. I think for TikTok too, the bigger demographic is females. So the stuff that we're making, now I know I just targeted males with my ad, but you could also target target males, target females to buy for a male and do like the Cuban link necklace or something else. Again, it goes back to like, do they wear jewelry or do they not? There are men out there that do, and there are women out there who have men that do. So if you can put a product like in front of them, you can make money that way too. So think of that. Definitely consider that going forward. For me and you, we're gonna have to be implementing a Shopify store. We're gonna have to be implementing an Etsy shop. When we have those two going for us, then if a company decides to remove a platform, we're safe. Because right now, when GearBubble took down the necklaces, I was like, oh shit, because I had tons and tons and tons of necklaces, and they were making sales every day, and now they're gone, and I can't even use the designs because the designs are specific. The heart-shaped ones we're GearBubble dedicated. So I'm like, thanks. And then, so now ShineOn's like, oh yeah, by the way, the platform, we're not going to do that anymore. And they say they're going to rebuild it. And whether they do or not, who knows? But I want to be safe going forward. So I think that means owning more. And yeah, it means doing customer service, which really annoys me, but it's a trade-off. You know, there's 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and things are going to change. So we got to adjust, adapt, and move with it. I'll close with that. I got to go eat some lunch. You guys have a great day, have a great week, and look forward next Thursday. I'll put that little bonus for you in the forums, and I'll make a post for it too. And then do your implementation week threads, and we will see you guys very soon. Let me know when you get your first sale from this too, because there's a lot of money to be made on TikTok with these message cards, especially during wedding season. All right, everybody have a great day. We'll talk soon.